episode 642 of the Working Class Boner Podcast, the $100,000 bow hunter.
That's right.
In the house. Welcome to your second episode of the week.
Welcome.
Eric, what's up with you?
Nothing. Nothing's new. You?
You know, just hanging out. Doug, how you doing?
Doing great.
You look good.
Joe, how you doing?
Thank you.
Joe Humphreys is in the house,
I
everybody.
feel like I'm just taking up residency, boys. I just keep on coming back.
No vacancy today. Daryl Cherry, what's up, brother?
Not much. I'm
Also
here
from
for
Big-
I'm here for the party.
The party? The what party? The Blake Garrett birthday party?
Birthday party.
Hold on.
Hey,
There we are.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday, dude.
Yeah, man, thanks. Appreciate it.
And also, welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to the
to be
studio, being here in person, doing this the right way.
Man, it's like a dream. Yeah, I listen to the podcast all the time. I've
Thank
seen
you.
you guys kind of go through the growth, everything
yeah.
that went with it. Super awesome. You guys are doing awesome. You're killing it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
You are too.
Appreciate
Glad to
that.
be a part of it. Always humbled to be here and just kind of sitting here behind the mic, like, man, looking around, like, that's awesome as shit. So,
Well, that's flattering for you to say that, but you're the old saying, killers kill.
yeah.
And it seems like anytime I see a picture of you or hear a story about you through the great Joe Humphreys, it involves death of some animal, 2 or 4 legs.
Yeah.
And
Sometimes 3.
Sometimes three.
Sometimes
hey,
three.
I'm not biased.
Never
You know
know.
what I mean? I'll take it.
Hey.
Whatever.
no matter how many legs you got.
Nah.
The Blake Garrett at Instagram.
Tahi.
You got to get on there. This dude is, you know how to bring death to things.
Yeah, it's things fall. I like to say it was like skill. It's not. It's just time, and I get lucky, and you know what I mean. I spend a lot of time at what I do.
Dedicated.
Yeah. I don't know. It's been like a whirlwind of stuff. I've been around the game a long time. I think a lot of people didn't know that. Like,
Well, let's break it down. Like,
Yeah.
when did it all start for you?
yeah, like 2009. Started
Okay.
filming on TV. Like literally, it was back in the day when I was a kid who just grew up. My dad really didn't hunt that much, and I just found this like crazy passion inside me that was like, I was like skipping school to hunt and like just
Hell yeah.
jobs and stuff. Like I just had this drive, and man, like 2009, it started kind of, the industry kind of started, right? Like it wasn't what it is now by any means.
Right, yeah. TV
And-
industry was like, it was the
Nothing.
biggest.
No,
Like,
but it was nothing then.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
way different.
It was
yeah.
like Buckmaster's VCR tapes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
Lee and Tiffany had Getting Close, I think, still at that time.
bro, like Nightingale had no gray in their beards. You know what I mean? Like that, it was like
That's a great
You know what I'm saying though? It was like
Yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah.
And like I was like, okay, like me and a buddy grabbed some crappy camera and we're like, oh, we're gonna film
High 8
it.
tapes.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
trash. And I just put together like 8 hunts on a DVD, like burned them. This was like in the Napster days, which people may not know about Napster.
Oh, hell yeah.
You like burning CDs like
Yeah.
crazy, right? So
Yeah,
like,
shot at the LimeWire and ruining my dad's computer.
Taking like
R.I.P.
4 hours to burn a DVD.
All the computers.
Yeah. So I like burned a DVD and I'm like, I'm going to the Iowa Deer Classic and I'm going to go to one of these fucking shows and I'm going to show them what I can do and I'm going to make money at this, you know?
Yeah.
So I did that and I went and found this show called Campfire Stories that was like its first year on Pursuit Channel. Andy Wikers was the host. And I like taking my DVD. I'm like, hey man, I want to be on your pro staff. Like I want to do this, you know? And he's like, yeah, cool, you know, because jumps on. So we do it, and that's where it all started. So I started with Campfire Stories as a pro staff guy. Of course, like as many pro staff guys do, I like threw everything I had into it. I'm like, my savings is gone. I have no money. You know, I'm in my 20s.
Yeah.
Just being an idiot, like traveling the world.
That's back when pro staff and field staff like meant more than what it does.
Yeah,
now,
exactly.
you know?
That was like true. You know,
It was
what I
like
mean?
you got the Team Realtree hat if you were on
For
the pro
sure.
staff.
Yeah, like, you know, you're doing your stuff. So I started like traveling, just took it to the nines for what I did and started hitting different states. And I kind of went like, I was a Midwest guy. Of course, like I say, my dad never hunted. So like I learned hunting just by failure and went out west. First time I remember I was wearing like lacrosse uninsulated boots, like walking around this like South Dakota with those. And people were like, what is this guy? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
no clue what I'm doing.
Just out of your home range.
Yeah, just completely learning it, you know? And anyway, went through all that process, and I was with the Campfire for probably 5 years and started kind of, I was like, okay, I'm still working like a full-time job. At that time, I was a cop.
Oh, no
And
shit.
Yeah. So I was like, man, like, I don't want to work. Like, I want to hunt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and so I start like just kind of going to the lab in my brain of like, how can I make money at this thing? And I started kind of understanding the marketing relationship for where the money came from and how it was spent. And so I kind of just worked my way in the middle of that, like working relationships with partners and the company, and then understanding like the headaches that partners had with the shows they work with, and trying to be like that middle guy of like, okay, so you need X, Y, and Z, but X, Y, and Z is not being done. So how can I be the middleman to kind of fix that, right?
Fill the void,
get that stuff done.
Yeah, like understand that. So you build those relationships, and then I, just kind of work through it like that. And then I found a show called Full Draw Adventures that was on Sportsman's Channel, which I really wanted to be on Sportsman's Channel because by that time I'd kind of fallen in love with videography. And that was kind of, it sounds dumb, but like videography to me was like, yeah, it was hunting, but it was like kind of like an artist looks at things. And it was like a way I could put my own spin on things. So
Yeah.
I wanted to be on high def, like I wanted to be HD, and Pursuit wasn't at that time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make this transition. So I went to Full Draw, and I really started. When I went to Full Draw, I started. By that point, I had built up enough relationships with partners that I could bring partners with me to Full Draw, just because of
How old were you at this time?
probably 23, 24
Damn.
years old. You know what I
getting
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started kind of doing that, and I brought those guys to Full Draw, and then as I got to Full Draw, I had a bigger platform, so I had something bigger to sell, right? So I had a little bit more hustle I could get to, and so I started hustling that and working partners and building just a relationship with me, like that where partners understood that if they invested in me, they were going to get what they wanted, no matter what show or whatever outlet it was going on. I was going to take care of them.
Yeah.
My grandpa always raised me like. My grandpa was very influential in my life, and my grandpa always told me like the one thing you have in life, no matter if you're poor, rich, whatever, is your word. Like if you don't lose that, you have more than what the majority of people have in this world, So I like ran with that and just tried to be like, if I told you I was gonna do this, like I did it.
It's getting done,
I don't care what happened, If I had to kick people in the ass or jump this show and make them do it,
Yeah.
So I just worked it that way, man, and it worked up and it went great. And I was a Full Draw for 5-6 years, same way.
Yeah.
But then I started noticing like the downfalls that the TV, like outdoor television, gave to just marketing directors in general for the amount of money they were giving. The ROI back to them wasn't fulfilling, and I almost in myself like personalized that to where like, okay, this guy has confided in me, he's going to give me $30,000 for a commercial. Am I giving him really $30,000 back? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like for me, I felt like I was almost swindling people, and I didn't like that.
Just shows you're a good person.
Yeah.
There's a lot of motherfuckers are like, man, fuck him, he paid me $30,000.
Pay this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Trying to buy that. No, like I wasn't like that. So I went back and I was like, okay, how can I figure this out? Like, how can I make sure they're getting return on what they're investing in? Because to me, it's like Joe, for instance, like my job for Joe, even to this day, and I've been with Joe for a long time, my job for Joe is to make his job easy. Like if when his boss asks him why that money's going somewhere, he shouldn't even balk.
Yeah,
being able to be like,
look, it's right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
This is it, right? Like I work for him. You know what I mean? And I feel like I talked a little bit on the Victory podcast about like I feel like there's a lot of personalities in this industry that are about them, like about fame and about being famous. Like I'm not about
like you're just
that.
Paying for my personality almost.
Right? Like I'm not about that,
And
man.
I feel like it's getting worse.
It is 100%.
Which is crazy because with podcasts either made it worse or it can help steer it back.
hopefully,
It's a fine line. It's a fine line.
I was gonna say podcasting's gonna fix it, but fuck, I think sometimes they're just not conversations, and it's more of an ego stroke.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
And if we're just stroking you, well, then you're gonna leave here worse if you're that type of personality,
100, man.
But I don't. Yeah, that's a fun conversation we can get into later when we drink a little more.
Right. Yeah. So for me, like, it's not about me, man. It's not about me being special. It's not about me being better than anybody else. I just put more effort into stuff, and I put more thought into stuff. And some guys aren't available to do that, and that's cool, and I get that. And I guess for me, what I always try to do is be able to talk to whatever you got going on and try to help you in your situation. And I hope that, I guess my wins and what I take away from things are when I can help other people be successful. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I always try to be what I wish I had when I was growing up, which I was just a young kid from the Midwest who didn't know much about hunting and wanted to do it, and I loved it. And so I always try to help people be successful as much as I can with it.
Yeah.
Now, the creative side of it in my brain is just entertainment. And my Instagram, my TikTok, that stuff is just entertainment stuff. You won't see a lot of my face unless I'm standing behind something dead. Yeah. You're not going to see me flex
shirt off.
Yeah, I'm not Boss Jomar.
Here's me with here's me with a bulge.
Right. It's not about me being tough or me being badass. I don't care. I hope that people are entertained by what I put out. I hope that the companies that work with me get the return that they should get back, that they put into me. Yeah. That's the end of the day. That aside from everything, I'm living a fucking dream. I'm living my childhood dream. I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I've done something that a lot of people haven't done, where they've been in this industry for over 15 years.
Yeah, that's a haul.
Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of people haven't done it. I've seen a lot of shit come and go in this industry, and I'm just glad to be here.
A lot of people don't realize how, I think a lot of people in general don't realize how self-sabotaging they are to a point.
Yeah.
I don't know. They just burn, and the industry's so small.
So small.
That you can get going and be like, yep, you got a career, and the next thing you know,
gone.
It's gone. Yeah, but I think all you can be is who you are. I think which what you're alluding to.
Yeah.
And honest.
Absolutely.
And if people don't like it, fuck them.
Fuck them. Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's been our motto really since day one. Right. It's you're doing it because you're passionate. It's just fun.
Right.
And that's the reason why we're doing it. Really.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you guys are the same way. And that's what I love about you guys so much is you're not fake. And if people don't like you, then they don't like you. And it is what it is and whatever. I get hate all the time. Right?
Why do you get hate? Man, because you're open?
Bro, I get hate for everything.
But Talk about it. What do you mean?
Because you're doing the damn thing, probably.
I don't know if it's doing the...
Give me an example.
I like doing the... I don't want to puff. I don't want to be like, oh, I'm fucking doing it, and you're not.
What's a really good one that you're like, damn, that one hurt?
Yeah, give me an example of anything.
A good damn hurt.
That hit the heartstrings.
Nothing, honestly. But the thing that bothers me the most is it's a misconception. It's you're doing it for likes. You're an Instagram hunter.
Break that down a little bit.
So I dealt with a thing with an Instagram account where so reaping turkey. Okay, I'm gonna flip back. I do 3 things well, and not great, not the best. I deer hunt well. Deer hunting is the thing that I would say I'll do my whole life, and I'll probably film it my whole life.
Hold on, pause for a second. I love that just the statement of I deer hunt well, because it's not a fucking brag, and it's not that's the best way to explain it. Yeah. I'm using that. Everyone's like, oh, you like deer? Yeah, I deer hunt well.
Yeah,
that's a very fair way to I'm into deer hunting, and sometimes I kill stuff.
Yeah, I'm a successful deer hunter. Probably don't kill. Everyone's going to kill a bigger deer than you every year. Someone in this country is going to kill a bigger deer than you every year. So if you go to inches and you think you measure things by inches, you're going to be disappointed every year, and you're always going to be chasing something. You're never going to be satisfied for where you are. Yeah. For me, it's about a chess match with deer. I like to play the game. If he plays the game well, I'll kill the deer. If he's a mature deer, that's my thing. A 5-year-old or older deer, that's what I want to kill every year. I shot 2 8-pointers last year. One was 154 inches, one was 158 inches. Damn, big 8-pointers. Big, yeah. But not the biggest deer I had on my farm by far. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit.
And somebody a county over killed a bigger deer than both.
Absolutely.
Those deer. Yes.
Yeah, and it was probably a 7-year-old kid that went out. Here's the deal. You can't get caught up in inches, right? Mm-hmm. Play the game, have fun, get what you get out of it, and go, right? It's not a comparison. There's nothing in hunting that is a fair comparison. Everybody has different ground, different time, and different situations with a wild animal. You can't compare inches. I don't give a shit who you are. Unless you're hunting the same deer You know what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah.
If you're hunting the same deer on the same property and have the same amount of time and you're in the same fucking stand sitting next to each other, then it's a competition.
For sure.
Other than that, it's not.
That's why the impossible question of top 5 best whitetail hunters. It's impossible to really answer it, but it's fun because
It's fun.
It's like top
fun
5
conversation,
whatever.
yeah.
You know, it's
Everybody has guys that they respect.
Yeah.
Right? I have guys that I respect. I have guys that are killers that I'm like, damn, knows his shit, right? Mark Drury, you guys know well, knows his shit, right?
Yeah.
But Mark, I don't think Mark can appeal to what I do and how I'm successful where I am. Doesn't take any discredit from Mark for what he does,
Right,
and where
right.
he is.
Right.
There's different channels and there's different outlets for everybody out there. So to
Yeah.
compare the two, it's apples to oranges. You can't do that.
100%. Yeah.
And people do that a lot off of just inches, and it makes no sense to me at all.
Well, and it goes, everybody that thinks their state's the hardest state
Oh,
to kill,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I get it.
We can go on a rabbit hole with that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
Public,
but-
private,
Public,
everything.
private. Yeah,
everything.
you go
Come
on
hunt
the-
my farm.
Yeah.
Well, we can get into that here in a minute, but I want to go back to like you were starting to say, like
Sorry.
what you get hate for, whatever. It's
Okay.
like, well, I deer hunt well.
Sorry,
and then I cut you off.
Okay, so I deer hunt well. I usually don't get a lot of hate for deer, for the most part. Coyote hunting is all love. Everybody hates fucking coyotes.
do.
That's a great point.
people
Yeah.
like,
You do that well.
Yeah,
You do
people
that
are
very
like,
well.
fucking turkey hunting. Jesus Christ, like that is the ultimate. I get shit for, like I had a guy who uses dogs to hunt turkeys.
Yeah.
And he told me that I was cheating by using decoys and a blind.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
So we talked about that on the cartel episode on 631, and I hadn't really thought about turkey hunting with dogs
I
until
didn't
they talked
either.
about it. But so that guy that uses dogs to hunt said you're cheating because you're using decoys.
Right.
Okay.
Like that, I'm taking the easy road.
It's like, has this guy looked at the internet at all?
Like, come on, and then like you and the reaping. Fuck, reaping. So like I had an Instagram account that just got outrageous about reaping. I had people get mad at me because like if a turkey's within 15 yards, I'll shoot it in the body instead of the head
With a bow.
with a gun.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think this is a misconception in this world
Okay.
of tradition.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's the deal. We shoot every other winged game in the body across the nation.
You're picking
There's-
it out of there.
Right. But if you've ever shot a turkey within 15 yards through the body with a 410, it leaves a hole about this big
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and goes right through. So if you shoot him where you would shoot him with a bow, with a shotgun, it will literally put a hole through him that's not even in the breast at all. And the
Okay.
wad sometimes comes out the back. Like the shot doesn't even stay in there.
That's how tight it was.
That's how
through-
tight it was going in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blows people's minds though. Like they get wrecked. And they're like, oh my God, you're wasting the meat. I'm like, number one, if there's shot in there, I'll cut it out. It's my meat.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't
You ain't
understand.
eating it, right?
You're not eating it. I'm not asking you to eat this meat, right? But that and reaping, like I got just last year was a bad one. Like I don't follow these accounts, and people send me them. Joe's one of them. Like people will send me accounts to where people have like,
You're on the list this week.
yeah, like
Check this out.
they like screenshot my shit and then put it on their story and don't tag me, so I have no idea that it's there. And they're like, "Oh, this is a disgrace to the hunting industry. He's only doing this for hunting or for likes," and it's like
The fanning thing, dude, gets people
raping,
it gets them-
reaping.
reaping
reaping.
wrecks people.
It pisses
wrecks,
them off.
Wrecks them. And I will go back to, like I've talked about before, and I've said it 100 times, I'm going to kill a turkey the way a turkey wants to die. Now, am I going to record it and it's probably going to be crazy footage? Probably, but that's just what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like, I'm not
yeah.
going to do anything and not try to get the best footage. Would you try to kill a deer and be like, oh, I'm not going to do the best footage. I'm going to just
No.
try to use this shitty footage. Like, no, right? So, yes, I'm going to put like a 360 camera on my strutter, and I'm going to try to get the best content ever
Yeah.
to portray just how close the birds are. Because I shot a bird in Wisconsin 2 years ago at a foot. I swear to you, it was closer than me and you. And I was laying on my belly, and I just picked the gun up and did this.
So
I didn't even put my
foot
head
from
on
your
it.
body, not even the
No,
gun.
from the gun. Yeah, like from the end of the gun. I literally just pointed the gun and shot right through his body and killed him. Like it was insane close.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm cooler than anybody because of that. I was just in that situation where that bird closed the right way and it worked, right?
That's how I wanted to die.
And I was smart. Yeah, exactly. And I was smart enough to have the video set up to record it.
I like that. Just the way the turkey wanted to die.
Exactly.
He should have been standing there.
Yeah, you shouldn't have come in that time. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you want from me? You know what I mean?
In your opinion, why do guys get so worked up about the turkey thing?
I have no clue. It blows my mind because I can probably say it. For me, I grew up in the Midwest. Killing turkeys in Missouri isn't that tough.
Mm-hmm.
When I say isn't that tough, don't get me wrong, they beat me a lot, right?
Yeah.
But like I told you earlier, I'm fairly confident, no matter where I am, really, if you give me 3 days and a shotgun, I can probably kill a turkey. Now, I can't tell you how. It may not be calling him. It may just be sneaking on him, right?
Yeah.
Like I may just sneak up on him. I made a limb lift the thing. I don't know. Like we can do that in Missouri, so right?
Yeah.
But I will find a way to kill the turkey with a shotgun and get up within there, within that range.
For sure.
I don't say that to diminish what turkey hunting is or what someone's accomplishments are for turkey hunting. If that makes sense.
It does. Yeah.
Like, just for me personally, you hear guys be like, "Oh, it's easier to kill a 200-inch deer than it is a turkey." And it's like,
Bull
no,
fucking
it's
shit.
not.
I'll argue
Like,
that till since
like,
birth.
Yeah,
Hey,
For sure since birth.
right. Like it's not.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
The way that
Maybe
I
for
compared
me.
turkey hunting today, I took a buddy hunting. We killed a bird this morning on his tag. He killed one. I was like, you know what's cool about turkey hunting is it's hard, but it's not so hard that like not anyone can just come out and figure it out.
Fact.
Where sometimes bow hunting, deer in fair chase, you can be like a big buck.
Yep.
You can be like, this feels fucking impossible.
Yep.
I can't figure out how to get close. There's a learning curve, right?
Right.
And that's like the beautiful. It's like a beautiful, simplistic community fellowship that turkey hunting brings.
Right.
And I'm learning that more and more.
Yeah.
But it's hard, but it's not so hard that you can't do it with a homie in an hour if a bird's acting right. And you get there early and you roll in and it works out and you kill one. Like
Right.
that can happen.
Absolutely.
It'd be really hard to do that with a 200-inch deer with a buddy.
Very.
Almost impossible.
Right.
Unless you did months of homework or I mean it could happen, but it's
You
like
get
winning the
shit
lottery.
lucky.
Yeah, you're shit
Shit
lucky.
But it's not like a turkey where you just see him the night before and you go in and kill him.
200-inch deer don't
200
gobble.
Yeah.
That
And you
turkey,
see it.
that turkey ain't moving overnight.
So I mean, you see a 200-inch deer.
Like he's the exact
Yeah.
same spot he was the next morning.
Well, fuck me to tears. He's in the same oak.
Holy shit. Who would have thought?
Goddamn.
Yeah. That's why I don't understand it. And I know, like in the South, it's like whatever tradition.
It's just a culture, man.
It's a culture
Yeah.
thing, whatever. And I get that.
Yeah.
Like it's badass.
With all due respect, it's beautiful.
Absolutely right. But for me, like that, it's funny to me that the thing that I think is the least flex when I think of an accomplishment is turkey hunting. Probably out of the three. Now, filming a coyote hunt is the hardest thing to do in the world.
I believe that.
That is a fact.
Because they're moving.
They're moving always. They're always looking, and
it's
you have
dark.
to stay hidden.
Okay, hold on. Let's reverse. Out of the three what'd you say?
You get the most hate for?
No, turkey hunting is the easiest of the three.
100%.
Of like predator hunting, whitetail hunting, and the turkey hunting.
Right. Especially for content. If you really watch Instagram, like, it's not hard to get good quality turkey content.
Yeah.
That's not hard at all.
It's so watchable
Right.
that it's like one of them things. It's more watchable, I think, than I don't know if that's true, than a lot of other content.
I don't know if it's more watchable, but it's easier to get from a content creator site standpoint. You can pop a blind in the middle of a field in the dark, and that turkey's going to wake up and be like, that wasn't there in the morning, but I'm going to go fly 5 feet from it and try to attack that decoy that's standing there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't do that with a deer.
Well, fuck me to tears. There's a Jake and some bitches out there.
Damn, they're up early. Let me go fly down there and kick his
Don't mind the
ass.
building behind it.
Yeah.
Hey, what are they doing?
Yeah, right? So,
Yeah,
like,
I don't like
true.
that.
so like,
Go
it's
fuck 'em
the
up.
easiest content to get.
Okay, that's very true.
It's the easiest by far,
Yeah.
hands down. Deer, you've got, and then another thing with turkeys are you usually have multiple chances. throughout the
And
year.
turkeys
right?
like to show off too, like
yeah,
strutting
like they're
and gobbling.
out doing dumb shit.
They're
And-
cocky.
And if you
They're
reap,
cocky.
like setting a camera guy in a ditch to where he can film you, and then you crawl out there and the turkey runs you and dies, like it's all set up. You aren't doing those things with deer.
No.
Yeah.
You
are.
put a decoy out there and buck comes out and goes, what the hell?
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, you know what I mean? So like deer content is tough because of the number of encounters you have through the year. If that makes sense. Because I can tell you with deer,
Oh, yeah.
you
They're
have-
minimal for the most part.
typically the one time I have an encounter with that deer, I kill him.
Yeah.
I've got one chance at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a turkey, I can have that turkey 4 or 5 times through a year if I keep messing up.
Or another
right?
turkey that looks exactly
Or another
like
one
it.
that looks exactly like it. Absolutely. Coyotes are kind of nice because if you move around a lot, you can get a lot of options for them. But a coyote is one of the toughest to kill because you can't do it out of a blind, you can't do it out of a tree stand. So you're on the ground in the open, trying to hide you and a camera guy, and get the coyote to work the way you need him to
All
work.
right, let's talk about this right now. This
Yeah.
coyote,
This
this
is
three-legged coyote
badass.
that you
Three-legged, yeah. He
Oh.
got fucking wrecked.
Damn.
Did that leg got shot off, right?
Yeah, like earlier in the year at some point.
Right.
Yeah, it was healed up, but yeah, it's gone.
What
Uh,
the fuck did you shoot that coyote with?
That was 6mm Creedmoor, but he was like 50 yards. It was I had to shoot him on the run.
That is fantastic
scope.
footage.
Oh.
Yeah,
How'd you film that?
So I had a camera guy there, and he just caught the shit. He got it right. He's a badass.
He's good.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
a
you'd be
good dude.
pissed. I would have fucked that up.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Oh, I would have
But
missed him by a mile.
So for
The
instance,
guy
that,
like watching instead of filming. It's like,
that-
oh, nice.
that coyote we were set up for a completely different direction, and we're sitting on a rock bluff, and I hear gravel, and I turn around, and he came right behind us and went to the decoy, panicked, and started getting out of there, coming right by us again, and that's where I shot him.
What
But-
state is that in?
Kansas.
I gotta bring my brother-in-law out just to like have you. I just want to get coyotes in front of him. You know? You know,
yeah.
you met Jake over there. He's
yeah,
the man.
he's awesome. Yeah,
Can you guys hunt him 365 there, like day or night?
not night.
Oh, you can't
in
hunt 'em in-
Kansas, no. In Kansas and Missouri, they both have a thermal season that's 60 days long. Nebraska, you can hunt them all year.
Doesn't
long.
Illinois have a thermal season too?
Illinois, yeah. Illinois is actually pretty lenient on coyotes. Like, they let you thermal them, I think, all year.
Can you
That's
supplemental
how I-
feed coyotes in Illinois?
I don't know.
I was 365
Meat flavor.
24/7.
Thermal?
With nitro.
Yeah.
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 We're on to something.
This reminds me, I had a 3-legged dog growing up.
Is that him? How'd he die?
Did you shoot off his
Sorry.
other one?
Sorry, Doug.
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah.
How'd he lose his leg?
My dad ran him over
Oof.
with his Bronco back in the day.
The white one?
The black one.
R.I.P.
Harley.
OJ, you know?
Ripped him out.
Glove didn't fit.
Glove don't fit, he must have quit.
Dude, that's crazy. But yeah, I can see how predator hunting
That looks fun.
is the hardest, but you have some, like, if you go to your Instagram, dude, you got, it's
Yeah,
just
your
banger
footage is
after
incredible.
banger, man.
Yeah, I've always
The
been.
rope on that.
Yeah, he's a good
Paintbrush.
He gets a little nervous.
Paintbrush.
He gets yacked.
I love when the decap style broadheads like nick them, it just hits them hard.
Kick up. Yeah. Yeah.
Because they're just devastating.
Just
Yeah.
right in the jugular.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, it's fun.
But yeah, it's I mean, my thing is, like, anything I do, I try to just go full bore.
Yeah,
Right?
oh, you
So,
can
like,
tell your quality and your passion's there, man. There's no lack of it.
we try to go seasonal. You know what I mean? Like, and I do. Like, right now, I don't want to shoot a coyote at all. And my last coyote hunt was like work. I didn't want to go do it, but I went and did it. You know what I mean? Like,
so give me a breakdown of, like, okay, you're seasonal, right? Okay,
Right.
people hear that, they know what it means for the most part, but
right.
I don't think if they aren't familiar with you, they're not understanding what you mean when you say seasonal.
Yeah, so like when I say seasonal, like what we're hunting, what's current for that. So I always try to, we go back to where I was and where I came from. Like I saw the breakdown in marketing directors for where their money was going in the industry. So we created an app for a while. We did an app for a couple years where we did some live stuff on that. Pulled away from that, and I really have started. And Joe and I kind of talked about this on the way up here. Like I really have started kind of. I try not to follow niches. So like a lot of people put stuff on YouTube right now or whatever, Carbon TV or what's the other one? Waypoint, like Waypoint stuff. Like I try not to do that. I always try to stay ahead of things and try to do something a little different. So I've really taken Instagram. I can't do TikTok because they take down so much stuff, but I've really taken Instagram and tried to just short clip hunts and give people kind of what content they want to consume while they're on the app. And they can just zoom through it, check it out, and go and whatever. And I try to just make my Instagram more entertainment. Like this is off of a GoPro on the gun. This is a turkey reap that it was ended at 4 feet.
Jeez, you're shooting paintbrushes and all of them.
Yeah, this bird got really
What state's this?
This is a body. That's Wisconsin. That was shot in the body. Like,
Is that when you're laying down?
Yeah, that was a laying down one. That wasn't the close one though.
Oh,
That was a
looked pretty close.
It was 4 foot. Yeah, it was a 4 footer.
That's not the close one.
That was not the closest though.
Dude, I'm
so
falling in love more and more with wild turkeys just in general. Like, and I really, it's
Bottom one. That's
one?
No, to the right. That's off the gun. The one that was at a foot. And I was in an alfalfa
gosh.
field.
Look at that thing.
And I body him right there, just shoot him in the body, and he flops over. Now, if you go to the next clip, that's from the cameraman's angle. So, yeah, but I mean, I don't know. We try to make entertaining television, or entertaining video
pretty
clips and
entertaining.
things like
Bro,
that, right?
That's insane.
That's cool.
Try to do some
dude.
cool stuff. And the biggest thing for me is like I've been in the game so long and I've done a lot, and I've done I'm almost to the point to where like my personal accomplishments are kind of done.
Yeah,
If
I know
that
what you're
makes
saying.
sense.
Yeah, I know
like,
what you're saying. Yeah.
you know, you're always like, oh, I want to go do an elk hunt. I want to go do a mule deer hunt. I want to go do that. Like, I'm kind of at the point where like it's kind of passed by, and I just am into doing new things. So like I crossbow hunted this year with archery.
You did.
Yeah, like I've just never done it. So I was
You
like,
just want to try it.
I just want to try it. Yeah. And like people rail me for it. Like, no, you don't understand. Like I've killed 35 bucks with a bow
Right.
in my life. Like I didn't turkey hunt with a shotgun for 5 years straight and bow hunted them strictly. So now like I kind of want to shotgun them. I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I just try to do new things that are new for me to keep me ingrained and not turning this into work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like
I know
keep
what you're
me
saying.
hungry. And
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, like crossbow hunting, it has its its advantages, but it also has its disadvantages. Like I tried to spot and stalk with one, it fucking sucks carrying that thing around.
I
would
will
rather-
say, the crossbow thing's so gay. It's like, yeah, why would you carry it around? You know
Right.
what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's like,
It doesn't offend
But
me.
I
don't
get
do
the
it
point
because I
you're-
have a personal like attachment to it.
I get the point you're trying to make, but I'm just like, I get it, but
I feel you.
Yeah, yeah,
I feel
yeah.
you 100%. And this
Yeah.
is what I talk about with the
the
misconception.
vertical crossbow guy just got lit up in our fucking group,
Yeah.
and he was reporting people for hate comments.
No, you
And
can't
I'm
do
like,
it. You can't do it.
You're in the working class bow hunters group making
Listen.
vertical crossbow posts.
Listen.
You're gonna
listen.
get some hate comments, and I'm approving them all, motherfucker.
Absolutely.
Hey.
It's not.
Hey.
It's that's what I talk about when I talk about misconception.
Yeah,
is people
yeah.
think I'm like doing it because I'm cheating, right?
Yeah, I'm not really judging you. I'm fucking
No,
with
no,
you,
no.
you
I know,
know.
and I don't care because it's not a personal attachment to it.
Right.
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it because I feel like I need to do it for more success, like accessibility. I'm just like,
At least it wasn't after dark in the snow.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. No, but like for me, it's this matter of being like, I haven't done it and I want to do it. Like, I think to me personally, and this is my personal opinion, a great hunter is versatile.
For sure.
Can be put anywhere with any weapon and be successful. So I want to be able to say I'm proven. I didn't rifle hunt for 4 years and just used a muzzleloader in Missouri. No
That's-
reason. Just because I wanted to say and prove to
Yeah.
myself that I could do it.
It's dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
So it's
you're
a-
the guy that can go anywhere and be like, yeah, I've done that. I get that.
Exactly.
I get that
Like
perspective.
that's me though. That's not judging me, like not comparing me to anybody
I
else.
think that's a respectful angle to take, to say that you've tried all methods and you're trying to experience
and been
all.
successful.
Yeah.
Like
Right,
that's
yeah.
me. So that's my challenge, and that's what I challenge myself with. Now it comes across in content, obviously, because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I also go back to, I want to, if a guy wants to crossbow hunt and he doesn't have time to put his bow work in, I would rather that guy pick up a crossbow and shoot a deer than the wound one because he's trying to keep up with what social pressure has
Yeah.
pushed him into.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Does
guess
that make
slinging
sense?
arrows out
Yeah.
there,
that's the best argument for it.
Yeah,
It
yes.
is. It is.
That's just where I'm at with it. Like,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you listen, if anybody wants to say, fucking, I'm any less credited because I use a crossbow, I'll send you fucking 30 fucking pictures of deer over 140 inches I've killed with a bow over the last fucking 10 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I have nothing to prove, right?
Crossbows are one of those things where our jokes get so harsh that I think the perspective is that we're anti-crossbow and we're actually not.
You can't be.
Well, you can't be.
Technically.
It's tough to be for real
Right.
anti-crossbow.
Yeah.
Right.
But they're mostly just jokes taken not necessarily out of context. I feel like in a way the crossbow hate thing is kind of a big joke, just kind of not broken for
It just doesn't come off
character.
as a joke
I like that
social
I
media.
make Kirk pause. That means we're on a good topic.
Oh no, I love it. Yeah. I'm trying not to say faggot every other word.
He's thinking about his words. He's like,
defend the
how can
crossbow.
how can I say this nicely,
Nicely.
but not like
Yeah.
a dick? But I still
Yeah.
have people that are going to be like, Kurt, you're a fucking pussy. Say it.
Well, I said faggot.
The glasses,
twice now.
the glasses haven't came out yet, so we're
I don't
good.
have them in here. I gotta keep loophole glasses on the shelf. I'm gonna hit up Michael and Kaylee. Just have them send me a pair to keep
Hater
on the
shades.
shelf.
Here, let me
hater
clear,
shades.
let me clear it for you. This is what I think, and you tell me if you agree or not.
Yeah. Please.
If you use a crossbow because you're too lazy, or you think you can compete with a guy who's shooting a vertical bow, you're fucked up. I agree. I don't think that's right. I think if you use a crossbow because you physically can't like shoot a vertical bow, or you just don't have the time to be accurate with a vertical bow, you use a crossbow. Still, you can't compare that accomplishment to what it is for taking a deer with a vertical bow, because it's absolutely harder to shoot a deer with a vertical bow. 100%. We
Agree.
know that.
Yeah, I agree with
Can't
that.
argue that
That's
at all.
where it
Yeah.
is. But
Yeah.
the problem is that guys go out and shoot him with a crossbow and then try to act like they're a tough guy because they're better than a guy with a vertical bow, and that's not right.
100%.
in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my opinion on crossbows. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to go prove to myself that I can kill him with a crossbow just because I haven't done it.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
just
right.
want to go do it. That doesn't mean
That's
that you
fair.
need to come at me and be like, "Oh, you don't know what you're doing." Like,
Gay,
I've been here.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I've been here.
Okay, I can respect.
Do you see what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I can
that's how
respect that.
I view crossbow hunters. Now, I also think you shouldn't come at somebody based off of a social media post when you don't know the history.
100%.
If you don't know what you're talking about with the guy, you can't start judging him just based off the cover.
100%.
And that's what the hate I get a lot is from that. Like, guys don't
crazy.
know me.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've done.
Yeah,
You
they're
know
seeing.
what I mean?
They're seeing.
They see a
one
picture.
They see
picture.
one
Yeah.
picture and they automatically think like, "Oh, he's a fucking crossbow hunter. Fuck that pussy. He's a faggot." Like, whoa, hang on here, big guy.
Time out.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, that's where I think that's a big misconception. But I'm not going to keep crossbow hunting long.
Yeah,
right. I don't.
You're just doing it to say you did it. It's
I'm doing it.
It's a notch on your resume.
Absolutely, and it's for me and nobody else. So I don't give a fuck.
I do respect that angle. I really do. It's what's I all right. So I think it might be a misconception that people think that like the thought of crossbow hunting keeps us up. It doesn't.
It probably sounds like that
I don't give a
sometimes,
fuck.
but
The only time I talk about crossbow hunting is
Gives
on the
me
podcast.
nightmares.
Yeah. I lose sleep. My kids.
If it does, like,
I'm
there
not the
should-
father I should be to my kids because
I drink too much.
because of crossbows.
Right. Like, if you're
I be
that
drinking.
attacked by it, though,
No.
like, there's probably a
Dude,
problem.
I don't think
Oh,
about
for sure.
crossbows
You know what I mean?
off the podcast or until someone like comes to a trade show's like, "Oh, it's a crossbow." Sorry, I'm like, I don't actually care, but I mean, I do have an opinion on it at the point.
Absolutely.
Like, if you're a dude that shows up and you're drinking 14 beers, you're like, "Yeah, I'm lazy." It's like, dude, you fucking suck.
If you're doing it out of laziness, you
Yeah.
fucking suck.
If you're able-bodied,
Yep.
you know, but all right, I'll give an example. Dustin Huff's a good fucking dude, and he killed the biggest typical in the U.S.
Right.
And I'm not taking that away from him. I think he's a great guy. I'm glad he killed that deer.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he still hunts with a crossbow, but at this point, he should be hunting with a compound or whatever, but a vertical bow
Right.
of some kind. Like,
I don't
to
know
me,
him.
and to me,
Makes good music.
he's a good dude.
Yeah.
He's a great artist. And I'm giving him with all due respect, but if you ask me, I'm like, hey, bro, you got to hunt with a compound.
Let's
Yeah.
put that thing down.
Yeah, let's
Pick
let's
up a
just
bow.
your time. Like he's killed some great bucks.
Right.
Why the crossbow?
Yeah, I definitely don't think any records should be compared to archery.
I hear
I
you.
don't
It should
feel
be a
like
separate
that.
category.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
At a point, if you're able then into hunting, you might as well be freaking doing your eyebrows as a man and maybe
Right.
a little mascara here and there.
Whoa.
and, you know,
Eric,
right.
Eric,
I knew
you
it.
do your eyebrows?
I knew you do your
They
makeup.
look. Hey, they do. You did look a little hotter than normal.
Hey, it's all in the
You
eyebrows.
dolled up.
Right. Well, here's the thing too. Like
Smile
I can
with your
tell you,
eyes.
like me scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through TikTok, like if I see a guy shoot one with a trad bow, I'm like, fuck, that's badass.
is
Like,
Hell
that's
yeah.
badass.
Always
Like I gave
better.
him his commends, right? Like
always
But
better.
I'm not. Again, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, but you're not stopping on the guy. Like if a crossbow comes up on my story,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like stop and be like,
Fuck you.
"You're a fucking pussy."
You're
I'm
right.
like, I'm like,
You're right.
I'm like sick.
You're, like,
I like the
shaking.
post and I scroll on.
right. Like it's
Yeah.
easy,
Shaking, trying to
right?
type
I
gay.
don't understand the hate comment shit. Like,
I don't either.
yeah, I won't
I
ever.
know.
I won't ever comment. I don't got time.
You can't.
I don't got time.
I don't care enough.
I've seen too many dudes with forward perms and fucking dangly cross earrings.
Right.
I'm scrolling through. I'm not even liking shit.
The funny thing is, it's like guys typically that have shot like 110-inch deer. Like that's their biggest deer, and they're like talking shit on me because I used a crossbow to shoot a deer, and I'm like, dude,
It's always dudes with
murdered
American Eagles and golden retrievers as their profile
Right.
photo.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And a bunch of
Stop,
ducks.
man.
Bunch
But
of ducks.
don't get me wrong, I love a good crossbow joke. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Because I have the confidence enough to know, like, my success wasn't built on a crossbow.
Right.
My success
right.
was built behind a vertical bow. That's how I did everything. I didn't even gun hunt.
You're
man.
both sexual.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, you get to a point.
Homosexual.
Thanks,
You know,
Eric, for
That's
laughing
pretty
at
good.
my
That's
joke.
pretty good.
If you get to a point, for me, it was like 25, 26 deer over 140 that I killed with a bow that I was just kind of like,
Mixing it up.
okay, what now? Like,
Yeah.
I just have to, my brain, the way it works, I get so deep into things.
Yeah.
And so it evolves into my brain. Like, it just takes it over.
By the way, I want to give you some credit real quick for a lot of guys could take this opportunity to be like high and mighty of like, well, we've had, other people in the past and 642 episodes. We've interviewed a lot of people.
Yeah.
Or had they're more conversations than interviews, I guess. But a lot of people like stroke their own dick here at the podcast table
man.
about their accomplishments. You're just saying you're just mixing it up because you want to try all things.
That's just me, man. I haven't done anything special. I'm fortunate enough to do what I love for a living.
Yeah.
And it wasn't easy.
Right.
And what I do isn't like what anybody else does. I always
Yeah.
get the question like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, it's kind of a mix of things. Like I do some recorded content stuff. I film a lot of stuff. I do content behind the scenes. I build stuff for companies that nobody even sees my face on. I've done the big time commercial for how many years?
4 years.
4
now?
years, and my face has never been in any of them.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't, it's not about me, man. And it probably should have been, honestly. It probably should have been about me. I probably could have built a bigger brand and probably could have been more famous, but I don't want to sign autographs. I don't want people to recognize me. Like, what I get out of this
That's who you
is
are.
doing what I love.
Well,
I don't give a shit if anybody knows who I am or not.
Well, what I think is cool in the new age, and I guess this would be what I meant to say earlier. We were talking about the ego thing and
Yeah.
podcasting and stuff. Podcasting is giving people, in general, I'm not saying our podcast, I'm saying podcasting in general, from Joe Rogan to the podcast that starts tomorrow. It's giving people a place and for other people to learn about them and
Absolutely.
just shit they do through conversation.
Right.
And it's all it is a conversation. And I think that's the positive of like the new age content.
Right.
Podcasting paired with Instagram, paired with YouTube, paired with TV now is like you can really learn somebody through the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's going to get as much as it's going to get worse, it's going to get better
Right.
in the right hands,
Right.
maybe,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Being optimistic here. But yeah, so I don't know where I was going with that exactly, but like maybe you don't need to be in those commercials and you're going to make up for lost time where I know what you're saying
Right.
and your point,
Right.
like probably more people would recognize your face if your face was in those commercials.
Right.
But doing podcasts and having organic conversation and just being you, whether people agree or disagree, through podcasting, through Instagram, through YouTube, through TV, through branding, through marketing,
Right.
is going to be it'll be beneficial in the long run the way
Yeah.
you're doing it.
Yeah.
So people are like, I
It-
really like that commercial you did. And Joe's like, well, Blake did it for me. So
That's honestly how I feel like I've been successful, and I've had gains. I've gained more money traction every year since I've been here, and there aren't a lot of people who can say that. I haven't lost a sponsor ever
good,
that I
yeah.
didn't walk away from.
Yeah.
It's
I
all
haven't-
word of mouth in this industry, you know.
It's
Yeah,
huge,
for sure.
but like I hope Joe can attest. Like I try, I just bust my ass for the guy. Like
Right.
whatever he needs, he knows he can call me tomorrow and be like, I need it in an hour, and I'm gonna make it make sense for him. Like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm just a little kid living a dream. Like I really am. And you know, I had a guy ask me the other day, like, well, how'd you get to where you are? Like, I'm like, honestly, I don't know that you could replicate it. Like, it was about relationships, and it's about being honest with where you are and
Yeah.
just
Hard
pushing
work.
it. You know what I mean? Like, as bad as it is, people like it, love it, whatever. I think for me, the acceptance from people only comes from my content. Like, I just want people to watch my shit. Like, if you wanna honestly pump me, like, comment, that's awesome video.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the most complimentary thing you could ever tell me.
Yeah.
Is like is that I am able to entertain.
Well, and
And
that's
I-
the thing. You can tell you're so passionate about it that when, like, if you were still working a day job,
Yeah.
you'd still be doing this same damn
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You'd be filming and trying to do the
You
best
just wouldn't be
content you
sleeping.
can,
100%.
even
yeah.
if you weren't living your dream.
Absolutely. And I did that, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like I went from being a cop to I went to Bass Pro. I was a manager over their fishing and hunting department, had an opportunity to go to corporate and work for them, and I just walked away from it, and I was like, I have to do this full time. Like it's just where my passion is, and I felt like anytime I took away from it, I was hurting myself for where I could go with it, like where the
Yeah,
ceiling
I
was.
see what you're saying,
Does that
yeah.
make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
So I like just dove into it one day. I was just like, I'm doing it.
like you had to force yourself to.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna
this-
go.
this
I'm just gonna
time.
go, and I'm gonna dive into it, and I'm
'Cause
gonna
that-
just run it.
And that's the thing. You got to try it.
Yeah, like you just got to go and
You gotta
jump
try
into
it.
it and go. You know what I mean? And that's what I did.
Balls to the
and,
wall.
And
That's
I got lucky and it worked out and you know I hold on to it every year. It's a weird job. It's January 1. I don't know if I'm going to make any money the next year or not.
Yep.
I hope that the relationships I have and the
That
work
is
I've
scary.
done, you know what I mean, is held up enough to where companies can invest in me, and I feel like, you know, we have the conversation every year about it, and I'm like, okay, well, let's make it make sense. Like, where are you at? Where am I at? Let's get that going. You know, what do I need to do to get there to where I need to be? And you know, like, I think having that outlook, a lot of people don't have that, and a lot of people in this industry feel like almost like the sponsors need them more than they need the sponsors.
Bad
You know what I
attitude,
mean?
man.
Yeah, like I've seen it come and
Gross.
go, man.
I have this perspective, and I think it's similar to what you're getting at here. Is like I look at peers, you like Josh Sparks of Midwest Whitetail. I can name a bunch of people, right?
Yeah.
That like you, Tyler Jordan at Realtree, for example. You know, like he's about our age.
Mm-hmm.
He's the next generation of Realtree Camo.
Right.
Not a partner, just a good dude, I know.
Yeah.
And he's running a great brand. But it's like we look at them as in the future of the industry, who's it going to be in the next X amount of years? Because there's a cycle to it, right?
Absolutely.
And we're experiencing the first real cycle of it.
100%.
And the transition is happening now. How long is the transition? Nobody really knows.
Right.
But if you're cool and you do good content in your lane, and we're cool and we do good content in your lane, and Joe and Daryl are cool at Big Time, they're doing good whatever they do with their seed and their brand and their company, and they're doing their job, and we can all work together. What's better for you is better for us, and if
100%.
we can all be together, it's better for all of us for the next step into the generation.
100.
Because when you guys need to push a new product or use it or need testers or talk about it, and you're filming content and we need podcasts, it's up.
100%.
It's all up.
Right.
There's nothing, you can't spin it negative.
No.
And in 20 years, I want to be like, remember that fucking podcast we did in 2024?
Right.
And we were all there, and we went to that fucking bar,
Yeah.
and we ate, I don't know, Butch's Pizza
Fucking
or whatever.
pizza.
Came back.
Frozen
Right.
pizzas.
You know, it's
Right.
like that's what I want in this industry, you know, and then it goes back to like it's such a small industry
Right.
that if you're just out to burn bridges and turn and burn and not make long-term relationships, you're in and you're out,
Right.
and it's a short road. But
Like
if
a
you're
fart
willing,
in the wind.
yeah, if you want to understand how the cycle of the game works, and you want to have a long career, and you're passionate, and you love people, and you make good friendships, and you make good business relationships,
Right.
in 30 years, I hope I live to be 60.
Right.
And I'm fucking like, damn, remember when we had that podcast, we ran that bitch for as long as we could, and nobody knows what a podcast is
still
now, or
doing
whatever it is. You
We're
know?
still doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
60.
we're all old and drunk.
Yeah,
All of us have liver failure.
I'll be dead for sure. Don't worry about me.
Wearing jean shorts.
It's from that lick brick, I'm telling you. No.
Too much lick break. That
Too
kept
much
him
lick
alive
brick.
all them
Lick
years.
bricking. Lick bricking.
Kept him
Made me stronger.
gave his liver the minerals he needed
Bricked up.
to survive.
I mean, for me, it's about being humble, man. Honestly, like, and you guys can probably do it too. Like, you think back to where you are. Like, I have. So one thing I kept. This is funny, but one thing nobody really knows. Back in like 2008, I got a signed autograph Mark and Terry Drury photo,
Hell yeah.
and I keep it, and it sits on my mantle, and I look at it every day because it just reminds me right above my office of like where it came from. Like, I remember the passion I had at that age when I
How
was
excited
like,
you were. And,
yeah, like how pumped I was for that. You know what I mean? And I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'm a peer of them. Those guys do great jobs. But like at that stage in my life, there wasn't anybody who was making a living at it that
Well,
wasn't huge. You
Let me
know
ask
what
you
I
a
mean?
question. Let me ask you a question. In the hunting industry, what's making it to you?
Just to where you can pay your bills and do what you love.
Yeah.
That's me. Like, I'm not trying to be out here and make fucking $500,000. I ain't trying to make $250,000.
It'd be
out
cool,
here.
but-
It'd be cool. But
Yeah,
for me,
please,
if I
someone.
can pay my bills, I can take care of my family,
If you're happy.
Yeah.
and I can do what I love.
Yeah.
That's making it to me. Now,
Agreed,
and
agreed.
again, I have friends who are like, I want to make $1 million by the time I'm 45. Like, okay, that's cool. That's your dream, whatever. Like, that's not my dream, man. My
Money
dream-
doesn't make you happier.
No, man, it's about memories. And honestly, like, I went through many, many years. And honestly, in the last probably 4 years, I started literally like Kentucky. Like, when we went down into that ditch and took that picture, like, I sat there for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I started soaking that in because I've been on some cool stuff. And I've
The
done
waterfall
some,
photo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to some cool places and I've done some really, really, really fortunate things. And I didn't soak them in because I was just ready for the next one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
God,
was
that's
just jumping
badass.
into it. And like, it's
I'm
like
hard.
this, like, it sounds dumb and you guys may think it's stupid, but like sitting at this table, like, I think back to my first conversation with this guy
Yeah,
when I
where's that
wasn't
at?
even like, what was that, an ATA?
It was ATA.
It was
You were doing
ATA.
unfiltered.
Yeah,
And
it was-
we just had a random conversation.
Right. Like, I think about those things and I think about like just this, like it's a thing where you're just a kid living in a fucking dream, man.
Yeah.
No matter what you do. And it's like, I don't know, like accomplishments and what you do, you find out over time, like what really matters and what doesn't, and what to invest in and what not to, and soak it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only have so much time. We talked about it a little bit on the ride here. Like, you understand mortality. Once you
Yeah.
understand mortality as an older adult, like,
Yeah.
you start kind of understanding what matters.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's in memories and, you know.
Dude, you get into your 30s. I mean, I don't know. Maybe laugh at it. We're talking like where your life goes. Shit changes in your fucking 30s. Everybody you grew up with is old now.
100.
Yep.
Or starting to get old.
100%.
And then, you
It's
know.
weird as shit.
Joe, you're still, where are you at?
42.
40? Chandler's
42,
the oldest
thank
of our main crew. Chandler's what, 41? 40?
Daryl's
Yeah,
perking
You
up.
can say your age if you want. You want to get in here? Old strutting Tom?
Get in there.
47.
47.
Young
Girls,
buck,
old dog.
brother. Young buck.
You are young.
And we're all, I'm 30. I'll be 34 this year.
I'm 34.
In the year.
I'm 4-0
33.
today.
For today.
Today.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
The big 4-0.
Hey, happy birthday.
Cheers to 40. Congrats, you live, bitch.
No, but yeah, like I think all that comes into play, you know what I mean? And that's the thing when we talk about hate and all that stuff that comes, like, people
Such
don't
a
know
waste
me.
of energy, bro.
It is, man.
really
Like,
is.
it really is. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Like,
There's a time to get pissed. And I get, there's times you get pissed off. You're like, I'm fucking pissed. And you're like, why am I pissed? Stupid. You know what I mean? I've been in
Yeah.
a dumb argument with some friends and it doesn't even matter. But I normally get pissed when I'm alone. I just get it out and
Right.
then I'm over it.
well, I used to answer, right? Like, I used to try to teach logic in the comments of, like, try to explain myself. And then I got to a point where I was like, fuck it.
going
I'm just
nowhere.
gonna block them.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a loser.
I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck.
You're wasting your time.
Why am I like
Like you're
giving,
making them happy.
Yeah, like I'm giving them my platform to have their voice.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
fuck you, get off my page.
They want you to answer.
pretty
Exactly.
much-
Yeah. Like they want a reaction out of
Yeah.
it. Like
That's it.
I'm just not gonna do
They
it.
have a
I
golden
just-
retriever as a profile photo.
Yeah, like I don't care. Like especially man, if you have a fake Instagram account and you try to go after companies saying that you're
with
helping.
Are
the
you got a
100
vigilante mask?
Yeah,
'Cause
like-
how original. I bet your uncle's the baddest motherfucker on the
Stay
planet.
back
If
off
anyone
him.
Like
fucks
if
with his
you're
family.
so tough, why can't you put your face and your real name on your account?
Hey,
it's
you-
just a question I have. Like, what do you think you're saving?
Blake, I got something for you.
Yo.
We say this before every trade show season. If somebody really has a fucking problem with us, like they like to talk shit on the internet,
Yeah.
we put our show schedule out there. Come see us at the show. You know how many? We did 7 weeks in a row at trade shows this year, and we
Right.
said that before all shows. Guess how many people came up and confronted us with an issue they had with us in person?
Zero.
Fucking zero.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know why? Because you catch me on Saturday. I've had enough beers. I hit you in the mouth before you can get it all out.
And then Sunday we're just pissed off, so watch out.
And Sunday we're gonna load up.
I was drunk yesterday, so
Yeah.
it's on.
Yeah. Last thing I need is your gay ass fucking come up to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's the truth. It's the truth. Is those people, one, don't come to those shows because they're fucking mad at them.
Right.
And two, they wouldn't come up to us anyway.
Right.
And those shows are for good times and good people.
Right.
Man. And that's 98% of the people that come there. They're just
Right.
there
Yeah.
to have a good time.
Right.
And that's what's beautiful about them. But that's the internet, right?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just part of the game you play. Whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like,
It's
Again,
a part
do what you
of the biz.
right. You're on my page talking. So why are you here?
Yeah, you came to me.
Yeah, your 128 followers aren't seeing this right now. So
Yeah.
get the fuck out of
My
here.
always thing is
They're
you
all like,
came to me.
"Yeah."
Thanks for the engagement.
You did it.
Yeah. You came to me. Thanks for the engagement.
Right.
Man, the human race just generally like is gonna be mad when somebody succeeds. It's just human nature. It's just what it is. Like people get jealous. Whether they want to admit it, not whatever the case may be. If
But
somebody's doing something,
been like
somebody's
that
gonna
since the
talk.
start
But if
of
you had to
time.
break
Yeah.
down hunting in general, as far as the community and the internet,
Yeah,
what % of them do you think are mad? Because I think if you really look at
less than
it,
5.
that's right.
Yeah, 100% less than 5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just scream louder. The haters scream
Absolutely,
louder.
100%. Like I have a post where it'll have 10,000 likes, and I'll have 5 comments of people who are like, "You're the most worthless piece of shit in the whole world." You know what I mean? Like, okay.
This guy's got too many
Cool.
likes. I had to take him down.
Hitler was pretty bad.
Like, okay, cool, whatever. Like,
Hitler-
Of the top 5. Are you kidding me?
it's like funny. It's funny.
Hitler, Blake Garrett, Josh Samar.
Number 2, Boss Joe. Like,
You put him number 2 under Hitler.
you put me above Josh Bomar? What?
Well,
No, I'll go into Josh Bomar because we should probably do that. I've
do
made a
that.
couple Josh Bomar parody things just because it's like putting it on a tee for me and it's funny. But I can respect Josh. I don't think Josh is as dumb as Josh comes off because
no, he's doing it
Clearly-
all on purpose, bro.
clearly, yeah, like I think that's what it is.
He's smart.
And
That's
it's
why he's
all
doing it.
good.
He can't
like,
be that successful being
no
that dumb.
way, no chance, no chance at all. Do I think he does some extremely douchey things? Absolutely, but the guy makes more money than I do in this industry. The guy's probably bigger than I am in this industry, so I can't really talk shit at the end of the day, right? Like,
Well, dude, everyone thinks we hate them.
yeah,
We don't. I had talked to Josh on the phone for a fucking hour and a half one morning, and he's like, "I know you guys probably hate me, and I heard some things he said on the podcast." I'm like, "No, dude. I think you do some douchey stuff." Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I was like,
Exactly.
I said, "You make it hard to like you,"
absolutely.
and he laughed. Yeah, I get it.
it's probably intentional though,
Yeah,
right?
he,
like,
he knows what he's doing.
absolutely,
He's not
yeah,
dumb.
yeah. Like, so
You can't
it's-
not click on their videos.
He has me blocked right now, but that's fine. I mean, I've been
I'm
blocked for
blocking
like 2
him.
years.
Josh.
Josh, I don't.
Josh, what the
Josh.
All
hell?
because
Josh,
if,
what the
come on,
hell?
there's
It's
a,
his birthday.
there's a
I'm
TikTok,
blocking.
there's a TikTok video where Josh was shirtless talking about putting out fly traps for deer. And so I got shirtless with a butterfly net and talked about catching butterflies because it would distract my deer from the sights. I put it on TikTok.
Well, that's just
And
fantastic.
Is it on your Instagram?
It's on TikTok.
That's great. We
It's
gotta
the Blake
see
Garrett
this.
Day. It's a good one. We talked.
It's a good one. Did Joe have something to do with this?
No, but I told him about it. And
You know, it'd be funny
Yeah,
if I took my shirt off.
I'm like, hey, watch this. I don't know. It's the yeah. Let's see. Scroll down. There's
How's
probably.
this work on here? All right,
I don't
got
know.
See more?
it. Hold on.
the hell?
Do something. There you go.
Is that
Do something.
Scroll down.
I'm so bad at TikTok, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
TikTok and Snapchat.
Keep going.
This?
It was nope. Oh yeah, that's it. No. That was another one. That was my second one. Sorry.
We'll go that one next.
Keep going. We'll do that one next. Hang on.
Right there, where shirts off.
Nope, that
that's
was a
another
different one.
one.
Sorry. That was okay, so I did 3. Keep going.
Wait,
There
no,
it is. That one right there.
No,
The
wait.
168.5 or
Right here?
165K one. Yeah. This one.
Hold on.
You gotta play sound.
Oh, I gotta get my.
You gotta hit the little X in the bottom right.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe.
The sound isn't available.
Oh,
What?
it took your sound.
Took my sound. Anyway, he was like, "Yeah, I put fly. And maybe my sound's available.
I think there's the whole video's not available.
he probably reported or
Well,
something.
you got to go back. I want to see him do the butterfly thing.
Yeah. So
Oh.
Josh is talking about he puts out fly traps for his deer to keep them off. So
Just so you came in hot right
there's
there.
me talking about I do butterflies because they distract my deer from the from my trail cameras.
Oh, that's fucking
So
great.
anyway, that's
pretty
Just the way you came in,
that's
just
that one.
Yeah, with the net.
So mad.
Way
yeah.
less buff and a fucking a kid's butterfly net.
If you go, there was
Isn't that one of him too? Getting out of his truck with the shirt off, or not?
no. Oh yeah, when he did the
That's what he's setting on fire, ain't it?
yeah, that's when he set it on fire up top. Keep going up. Yeah,
Right
right
there.
there.
Oh, God.
Oh, here?
I don't know
Yeah.
this one. I don't remember this one.
Hold on.
With a leaf blower.
Oh, it's not available either. So yeah, apparently Josh probably reported all my stuff. I don't know. I haven't gone back and looked at it, but there's another.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter. I'm better.
It's not. That's not the right your. Just letting you know. Tough guy. You're in there. So there was a couple of those that went on for a little bit because I was like, "Come on, Josh."
He actually commented on that one, though.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Did he?
Yeah. I can't remember what he said. Something. He said, "I think you're right. I'll try to be gooder next
Maybe.
year."
See,
And I-
dude,
He
the
used
thing
the wrong
is,
your.
I
He
bet
did.
you he's pretty cool.
Probably. And listen,
that
this was yeah. There's another one there where he's talking about.
All the baiting and poaching charges have been dismissed.
They weren't dismissed, but anyway.
I think that's the one that might have got you reported.
That's probably the one. But anyway, Josh Bachman. Listen, I don't hate Josh Bowmore. Just if
I bet you he's cool as fuck. I bet.
Probably,
Really, I bet he
probably.
is.
And Josh, honestly, like I said, he does better than me in this industry. I have to commend him for that. And I would assume, probably does it for likes and for engagement and things like that, which is great. For me personally,
Dude, I would still have men. I think it'd be fun to
for sure.
But here's the thing.
I
with
would
it,
love
though.
to be here with him. Like for me, like I
would
would
be
love
fun.
to sit down with the guy and talk to him because
You're blocked.
I'm blocked though, and I don't. And
You can't be here.
Here's the thing. I've grown up a little bit since then on that whole aspect, and I've thought about it more and more, and I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of like a troll with that, and I don't want to be because I may be judging him based off of social media, and that's what I don't want people to do with me. So like,
yeah,
it's
but
not
that butterfly,
fair.
that
The
butterfly
butterfly
thing
was
was
too
fucking
good.
funny.
It was too good though, right? Like
It
if
was
you
good.
put it on
That's
a
funny.
tee, if you put it on a tee for me, I'm gonna like.
Yeah.
We have a thing like me and my buddies have a thing where like nothing's off limits if it's funny. Do you know what I mean? Like
yeah,
if it's a
No,
joke,
we live
like
and die by that.
Yeah, right. Like there's really nothing that's off limits.
Here's
like,
the thing. Like I can sympathize. Like if you did something and like you didn't know it was illegal or whatever. Like that
Right.
sucks. Like if you get caught. But like with Josh, I just want to like. If he were to be, I want to sit down with him, have a conversation with him that we didn't have to talk about it before we had it.
Right.
And it was like, come on, bro. You didn't.
What are you doing?
You know, like,
Right.
why'd you say
What are you doing?
shit like that? You know, if I could have that type of conversation and not a Zoom call in, he's
Right.
gonna like brr, 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 gonna
Right.
feed me.
with a shirt
right,
off.
Yeah, he's got a whiteboard with like bullets written behind
right,
the
like cue
camera.
cards.
I just want to have a conversation, you know?
Right,
Like
right.
That's
Cue
all it
cards.
is.
Yeah.
And I think it would like
Teleprompter.
with I think our audience has a lot of like the same level of thinking when it comes to him and
Right,
guys like him.
right.
That I think it would probably benefit him
Yeah.
to just be like, just talk
Say his words.
about this shit, you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Like people, for me, like if I do something douchey, like I'm gonna laugh if somebody does that to me.
Oh,
If that
I
makes
laugh my
sense.
ass- I
Like
laugh
if
my
you
ass
stitch
off.
it and you do it, I'm probably gonna laugh at it.
Especially if it's
But
good like that.
Right,
you know?
like if it's like hilarious, if I like, because I'll be honest with you, like I would know I was doing something douchey at that point. Like if you see me walking around with the shirt off trying to be serious, like please stitch it and take your shirt off and make fun of me, because that's fine. I would take that all
I get
day
shit
long.
on the group all the time. I think it's hilarious.
Like it's a part of it.
It's part of the gig.
Right.
Yeah.
You can take it and go with it. But like when people are like giving me death threats because I reap a
I haven't
turkey,
gotten that, no.
I'm like,
Yeah.
chill the fuck out, dude. Like
Yeah, it's a big chicken.
pull up.
I'm gonna.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna
Like,
reap
go
you.
ahead.
Yeah.
I kill
What the
shit
hell?
for a living. Come on.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
Like,
that's exactly it. No
like-
one will.
no, exactly.
That's
so,
what was bizarre. I killed a giraffe and didn't even get one single death
Really?
threat.
You're like, you should die.
I'm like doing it the wrong way. And they're
He
like,
kills a fucking turkey and gets death
Oh,
threats.
yeah,
dude,
yeah.
Blake killed a giraffe. Holy
Oh, did you
oh,
reap the
fuck.
giraffe?
Reap
Oh my
the giraffe
God.
with a crossbow. It would be
Do
fucking
it,
on.
hey, do it with your shirt off. Though.
Right? Yeah, shirt off.
We had the
like-
conversation when Eric shot the giraffe. I'm like, we were gonna post a picture of us like with the giraffe. I'm like, bro, you can't post that. We're in Africa. You gotta be at home.
Someone's gonna burn
Someone's
your house
gonna burn
down.
your fucking house down,
Oh
dude.
shit! Yeah.
You know, it's a giraffe. It's a big, friendly, fucking plant-eating thing.
Literally nothing happened.
no one
And you're
cared.
good.
No one gave.
You're good.
Everyone's like, that's fucking awesome.
Fuck yeah.
I must create a
I
fake
try
account
to
just to
post
give you a
it
death
like-
threat to make you feel better.
I try to post it once every 6 months just to see if we can grab traction.
Just get a little bit.
Just try to get something. Makes sense.
Still haven't got nothing.
I just want to go on CNN, like all three of us with like clip-on ties, being like, yeah, we shot the giraffe because it's
Some white
a
Russian-
black giraffe.
some white Russian
It's
was in our-
disturbing the white giraffe neighborhood.
Some like white Russians in our coffee cups.
Yeah,
You keep saying
That would be
giraffe.
epic.
I think you're forgetting there's a black giraffe.
yeah. You're forgetting
Just point that out.
black giraffes matter. Yeah.
Like glasses on, like it's a black giraffe. Actually,
How can we make this cancellation worse?
How can we make this any more clear?
idiot.
You know what I mean, though? It's like, how hard do we got to lean into this giraffe murder
Right.
that went down, you know?
Yeah.
We got some good pictures. I'd probably piss some people off.
I'll try them out next week, huh?
Always try a new one.
It's not that we're trying to like paint in a bad light, but it's like, all right, you think that'd be bad for us? Do you know how good that'd be for us if
Right.
they're like, oh my God, let's put them on CNN?
That's the thing. Like people don't realize, like when they try to hate on you, it just helps you.
Well, look at Kendall
Like,
Jones.
It literally just helps
Any
you.
publicity is good
Yeah.
publicity.
Any publicity is good publicity.
She was on the
Like,
cover of a German article or whatever. We did a podcast with her. The baby face killer.
Right. Yeah.
That's gangster as fuck.
Right.
I get that tattooed.
That would-
That sounds like a gang member for sure.
My shit, right?
baby face killer. It's like-
Babyface Nelson, man. That was a real person.
yeah,
the hell?
George Nelson.
George Nelson.
You know what I mean? It's like, let's do it. We should all go.
What would Eric's nickname be?
For the giraffe killer?
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't know. You guys gotta give me a nickname.
dumbass.
Perfect. It's a perfect name.
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey Hammond.
Nope.
Sorry.
Jeffrey
I tried.
Dahmer. What's up?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Killed that motherfucker and ate him
And ate him.
and donated the rest of his meat to the neighbors.
We did do that.
But you know what I mean? We got wow, you get hate for a turkey. Eric murders
Murders
a
a
giraffe.
giraffe and just like walks away with it, strutting like Conor McGregor. That's fucking bullshit.
He
No.
did the cocky walk all the way from South Africa back home,
Yeah.
back to Iowa.
all the way home.
Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, kill the giraffe."
Yeah, I feel like and like the funny thing is like the rebuttal on a lot of those are like, you bought your followers, you don't have enough likes for what you should have for followers, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about likes, and they're like, all you care about's likes, and I'm like, motherfucker, you brought up likes, like I don't.
Yeah,
even,
you're here.
I don't even judge. Like I told Joe the other day, I'm like, now you can hide your likes on Instagram, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
a big
I'm
thing for
really
people.
thinking about hiding all my likes, like
Yeah.
not to hide anything, but like I don't give a fuck about it because to
Yeah.
me as a
It's not a validation for you.
no, not at all. And that's the thing. Like you go, it's almost like net scoring your deer, right? Like for me, content is where my passion is now. Like it's kind of grown into that. Like I love hunting and I love being successful. I love doing the chess match and I love winning and all that stuff like everybody does. But the content part of it is so rewarding for me to watch something that happens and to be able to like relive that moment, and not only relive the moment but like to relive it in like cinematography, like high level good shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just really good content. And like we talked about before, like that's my accomplishment. So for me, I don't care. You know, here's the thing: if I posted at noon instead of 6 p.m., it's a difference in like 500 likes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's all on timing. It's
to
weird.
me, that
always
doesn't
heard that.
matter.
A lot of times I post just on how I'm feeling.
That's how I am too. Like if I shoot a turkey in the morning, I want to get that back out to people, right? Like I want to
you don't
show
wanna
them
sit
that.
around,
Like
like-
I don't want to wait till 6 o'clock at night to do it. So yeah, it may only have 100 likes or something stupid like that, but it doesn't, to me, doesn't validate the content.
Yeah.
Nor I feel like should it validate the content to consumers.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like
Honestly, this, you know, some will be like, why don't you make your page private? But I have an album on my personal Facebook page, which is not a public page.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking bad at Snapchat. You can ask these boys. I'm bad at my Facebook. I have so many unaccepted Facebook requests because my kids are on there.
Right.
I don't want people seeing. I'm
Right.
weird. I don't like put. I
do the same
very
thing.
rarely post my kids.
Right. I have
There's
friends.
so
that's
many
it.
creepy shit. I rarely post my wife.
Right.
There's so many creeps. I'm weird with that.
Right. Same way. I'm the same way.
You know, and
Yeah, like Facebook's for like family and friends, and like
Absolutely.
Instagram.
I'll
like,
accept if somebody's
100%,
wearing a
100%.
WCB hat and you send me a friend request, I'll accept it. You
Right,
know, but
right.
or I try to. But I have an album on there called Hunting Outdoors. It's kind of like a backup hard drive
It really is.
for shit for me that I've killed, and you can go through the timeline. And there's a lot of photos on there I don't have.
Right.
You know, but it's more of a timeline for me on my personal Facebook page. I don't post everything to Instagram. But
Yeah.
but yeah, that's for me.
Right.
You know, and we don't really post as much as we could on our podcast page, you know, with
We're-
kills and stuff. Like we do post our kills, but we could beat it to death if we
Right.
wanted to. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Like, we have 400 pictures of you and the giraffe.
Just trying to
Maybe I
trigger,
just do a
trying to
photo
trigger
blast.
somebody. Somebody
Photo
trigger.
blast.
Yeah.
Let's trigger somebody.
You make a reel, a montage.
That's what I need to do. A montage
Make
of
it like,
Creed.
yeah,
Creed.
Use the Sarah
That's what I was
McLachlan.
going to say.
The
one
what?
last breath.
Yeah, Sarah McLachlan.
Sarah McLachlan.
Yeah,
If that shows up
for
on that
sure.
page,
Blake, I got one for you.
Yeah.
Speaking of that song, in the early, I don't know how long you've listened to us or been aware of us,
I don't
but
know.
in the early days of WCB, we've
early
always
days.
been pretty savage, but we were motivated to be savage.
This was the
especially
kick of it.
in this time. When Brackett got busted for the whole 2 deer thing,
Yeah,
blah,
yeah,
blah, and
yeah.
he was like throwing shade on us beforehand. It was kind of the only reason why we went as hard as we did is because he shit on us.
Yeah, fuck him.
And then when it happened, we're like, shit back, you know?
Right.
So we did a Sarah McLachlan commercial.
Shut the fuck up.
In the
I didn't see it.
arms of an angel for 5 cents a day, you help this hunter get his booyah back.
No.
So it was like a whole commercial we did.
Oh, yeah.
And then
How did I miss
what was the
this?
other one? We did a PSA. We did medication commercials.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like listening to the radio, you hear a medication commercial. And this was the same time Chris Brackett's thing went down. Bill Busbice had his whole thing go down.
Mm-hmm.
So we made up a fake medication commercial called Buzz Bracafan.
Oh my god.
And it was a 6 times a day anal depository. So you just shove this pill in
6
your
times
ass
a day.
6 times a day.
and it was not
to,
a small pill.
to keep you from poaching. So it was this whole fucking legit, like, we pre-recorded
It was well done,
edited
actually.
it. Like, I have to find it and republish it.
Yeah, I
'Cause
need to see that. That's
It
epic.
was it was early days. It was 2015 when we did it.
Oh, for sure.
But you got to
2015.
do that. Like that's what. Like it's like
Maybe
the Josh.
2016.
Yeah, we need to bring
Maybe.
back stuff like that and film.
It's like the Josh
commercials and
Bomar
stuff.
though. Like hey, if you're gonna tee it up for me, like you got to have some fun with it, right? Like
Yeah.
I'm not a hater. I'm not a troll.
Well, at this point
But-
with podcasts and social media, you got to know when you do that,
Right.
it's gonna happen.
Absolutely, yeah.
But that's
Like,
why I
it's-
think he does it because
That's
everyone
it.
just talks about it.
Right, like he's getting
he probably
bad.
loves it.
He's getting bad
yeah.
press, and it's all good, right? Like we're sitting around talking about, it, like it's all good.
Okay,
but
let
like,
me throw a devil's advocate in here.
Like you know, if he saw that, he laughed.
absolutely,
Because
had to.
But he's also like, right, because he knows it's coming. But if you think about it in a way, let me spin this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to spin this in a way I probably shouldn't fucking spin it.
Here we go.
Oh
we
shit!
go.
Where's the shit?
Here we go.
He's giving back to our platforms.
Facts, factual, absolutely, 100%.
God damn it!
Hey, you know what? God bless Josh Bomar. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, that one Josh
Thank you.
Bomar fly post had like 184,000 views. So
Yeah, you wouldn't have that
I
content
wouldn't have had
without
that
him.
content without Josh putting out fly
Well,
traps
Josh,
for flies that don't even land on
Son
deer.
of a bitch.
For
Hey,
not even
what the
for
fuck?
black those traps, just for reference so people understand the whole picture. Those traps attract black flies, which actually go to dead animals, scent That's what the bait is in there.
Oh.
They aren't horse flies or any other biting flies that actually fuck with deer, which made it even better.
So I gotta admit,
So really, your butterfly net was doing more work.
Exactly. Like his fly traps were catching all the black flies that go and land on dead shit, but not actually any of the horse flies or anything that actually bites deer and actually
I
fucking
didn't even know that
nuisance
was a
deer.
thing.
So I hung a fly trap on the outside of my grizzly blind on the 4x4
Yeah,
post.
they're the ones that get in your blind. Those black flies, those same things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it worked.
Yeah. Those are the same flies. Those flies
Yeah, fuck those.
aren't the flies that bite deer. Those
Dumbass
deer,
flies.
those eat. They lay their eggs in dead
Fuck
shit.
all the flies, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck flies. Fuck
Thank
bees.
you.
Fuck moths.
Thanks, Josh, for catching.
Flying insects.
Josh,
Go
thank you
fuck
for the
yourself.
content.
Appreciate you
He got us.
Thank you for the flies.
for the flies. Fly life.
What's bothering Doug lately, man? Doug doesn't get bothered by much. What are you thinking about?
I don't know. I'm just happy to be here.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing really
Joe,
bothering me right now.
You've been quiet for a while.
Joe
Daryl's
has
been
been
real
quiet.
quiet.
Daryl,
Joe,
yeah.
when you look around at your, are we clients? We're
Yeah.
No.
I'd call us clients.
Business
technically-
partners.
What would you call us?
Partners.
Partners. There we go.
Brothers.
Joe and Daryl. When you look at your partners conversing, the way we're conversing, what's going through your guys' minds? Are you hopeful for the future big time based on who you're partnered with, or are you
Next
like,
year, canceled, stamped.
Yeah,
Done.
yeah, CNN draft?
What do you think, Daryl? Because I've been over here thinking about this for a minute.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
I know what the real deal is. I don't take what's going on in here. I know what Blake does for us.
Right.
I sat up until midnight last night talking to
Didn't
Blake.
say anything about us.
You guys are shitbags.
You motherfuckers, on the other hand.
Garrett calls me on the side and is like, "Hey, what can I do to help?" So I mean, it's there. You two, I don't know what you're doing. But
Hey,
You too. They're
just
they're
fucking running
of
the
a
flag
bitch.
off the front of the
here-
ship over
here
here.
to look pretty.
Yeah. I'm avoiding icebergs. That's all I'm doing. What are you doing, Doug? The real question is, what is Doug doing?
he's
I'm just trying to stay
taste
afloat.
testing,
Trying to stay afloat.
I'm just licking bricks.
licking bricks.
Brick liquor.
I got to thinking back about how we met, Blake, and it was actually we met at ATA
Yeah.
because we were introduced through Jake Powers,
Yep.
who was a good friend of mine at the time.
Jake's good at that.
He is good.
He's,
So
he's an
he
introduction
was-
dude.
He
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
part of the app process that you guys,
Correct.
the live app process.
Yes.
That's how we got
Yep.
connected.
Yep. That's right.
And then the more you got to talk, like our stories are so aligned. It's kind of scary. Like, our background, where we came from, all of our stories are aligned. Like, it's a small industry. We find each other. Good people find each other.
Right.
Yeah.
We're all Tyler Breen. We're all running cartel calls.
Love
Jake
that dude.
Power, like,
Right.
I can
we all
on a
find each
turkey
other,
out.
and I love
Tell-
these conversations.
Yes,
like when
it's the best.
when we bring our people together. I mean, we work with people we believe in and that believe in us. That's why it works. Like I know every year when we start talking about the commercial, we're gonna have an hour-long conversation. Blake's gonna say, "What's your thought this year? What's your vision?" I'm gonna do my little doodles and everything, and I know in a month because he knows my brain way too much. He's gonna send me a 30-second clip that was exactly
What you were thinking.
what I was thinking after he cuts down Daryl's 45 minutes.
Daryl makes my job tough. He's like, I was like, Daryl, I got to make a 30
Daryl wants
second
all
commercial.
the points in
All right,
there.
I'm going to give you 30 minutes of voiceover.
I'd like a cat in it.
but that's
Like, what?
but that's the way we operate, and
Right.
and you guys know what we want from your standpoint, and
Yeah.
there's other partners and friends. I mean, all of our partners are our friends. That's
Right.
why it works the way we do things. But what you guys do is a little bit different from what Jeff Lindsay does, or whoever it might be.
Right.
You got your angles.
Greg, yeah, there's so many different tiers, but we're all the same. We're all like-minded. And everybody does it a little bit different way. That's why we have so many good people, and we're reaching out to everybody. But it's just, I love the fact that we all find each other and we can have these conversations. And as soon as we all start talking, like shit, I'm just like that guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
Right.
Why didn't we talk before?
For sure.
I just, this is the part that I love.
And that's the thing. I didn't know you before
Right.
Joe.
Right.
And I was like, I honestly told Joe before we got to know each other. We met at ATA a couple times. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know about him. I'm
Right.
unsure. And Joe's like, dude, he's awesome.
I threw my card. I get a card a year with Kurt.
Appreciate you.
And it wasn't that I was like hating on you, but I didn't know you.
Get it.
You know, so it's like, and then
You were like,
drink
that guy
beers at
sucks.
ATA.
Well, yeah, we drink beers at ATA. You did the Victory Drive podcast, which is awesome episode. Which I had your cover up pulled up. If you guys listen to the Firearm podcast, Victory Drive,
We did like a lot of Predator. We kind of talked on everything there a little bit. but-
Jacob Johnson episode 62 that launched several weeks ago, but yeah, Jacob's good shit, isn't he?
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
He
Dude.
reminds me of Seth Rogen,
Really?
like his voice mainly.
His laugh.
Yeah, I don't know, something about him.
interesting.
I just got that vibe from him, but super cool. Super laid back, just kind of
Yeah.
talking about stuff. I'm
Easy
not,
going.
Yeah, I'm not the best. Like when Joe talked about like coming up here and doing a podcast, and he's like, "We're gonna do one on you," and I'm like, "Fuck,
you-
that's unnecessary."
You're built for
like,
podcasting.
unnecessary.
You are built for
need it.
podcasts.
You're doing
You
great.
know what I mean? Like I don't need it though. Like I don't think I do anything special. I'm just fortunate as fuck. Like
no,
honestly,
no,
like,
dude. I think you're. Don't cut yourself short, man. Because
Yeah.
I think you're just passionate, and I think
Yeah.
sometimes passion gets mistaken for whatever it is when people. I think when someone's super passionate about something, for people who are insecure or not passionate about anything, it comes off strong
Right.
to them, and then they show hate.
Right.
And maybe that's where a lot of it comes from on
maybe
the internet.
I don't know.
Because here's the thing, like we've said this for how many years on the podcast: be passionate about something.
Right, absolutely.
You know, I don't care what the fuck it is. It could be, you know, knitting rainbow scarves.
Right.
Is that what you're into? If
Edging.
you're passionate about it and you put everything into knitting your edgy, different. You know, you're doing your thing.
It's like,
you,
P-word, just skip over that?
if I wasn't passionate about something, you know, I've always had something I was into. I'd be a fucking train wreck. I am a train wreck. I'd be even more of a train wreck if I didn't have something. But it's
It's
like
impossible not to be passionate about something, right?
no, I
there's
think
people out there.
there's so many
Yeah.
people I think that don't know what they're passionate about. They can't find it.
Right.
They just don't
or
have
there's like scared to make the jump. Like people don't see the grind of it. You know what I mean? Like I ran an internship for like 4 years where I just brought a new kid in every year that's like 20 years old, 19 years old, 25, whatever. Like I ran a process and brought them in, and I'm like, you know, they come in and I try to weed them out of the applicants of like who wants to be famous, right? Like get the fuck out of here, you're not gonna like it.
Yeah,
And
well,
then
it's
like
not for you anyway.
yeah, and like you grind through those guys, but like people don't see the suck, and maybe I suck at like showing them that, and maybe I should show more of that. You know what I mean? Maybe I should be more
That's what
open with
podcasts
that.
are for, dude.
Right? Yeah. But this last week, like last night was the first night I slept more than 2 hours in 10 days. I've been from western Kansas. I went from western Kansas last Monday. Tuesday night went to Nebraska. Shot a bird Wednesday. Left from Nebraska. Went home. Stayed one night at my house. Got up that next morning. Drove to Eastern Kentucky. Shot 2 birds in Eastern Kentucky Saturday and Sunday. Then drove back home. Stayed one night. Then drove to Rockville, Indiana. Filmed a commercial yesterday. Slept. Last night was the first night I slept 5 hours, which was more than 2 in 10 days or whatever, 9 days. I slept till 8 this morning, got up this morning, drove here, knocked this out. Like, people don't understand the grind
Got motion, tween.
and the effort that goes into it. Like, yeah, you see,
since birth.
you know, if you look at Instagram every day, I'm posting a dead turkey. You don't see the 3,000
The drive,
miles
yeah,
that went
in
into it.
between.
The
Everything-
sweat that goes
everything
into
in
it.
between.
Uncomfortable.
Right.
That's uncomfortable. I'm
Right,
tired.
but you know what I mean. But somebody wants to give me shit for using a crossbow, and it's like,
Yeah,
dude,
me.
like you don't. No, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
Way to go.
you just can't. And I'm not saying that
I know what you're
everybody's
saying.
like
What
that.
the
And I'm
hell?
not saying everybody doesn't like.
Everybody
deserve
wants
it.
to do this whole Instagram page thing here on
Right.
my computer, but nobody wants to go without sleep or without seeing their
suck.
family or their girlfriend.
No
or
one wants to
whatever
put the
for
work
that
in.
long.
Dude, like my
Yeah.
wife is a fucking warrior. Like she's an attorney. She's a full-time attorney. Like does that full time. Takes care of a 6-year-old and a 16-year-old at home. Like, and I don't get phone calls. Like my 6-year-old broke his arm when I was in Kansas hunting. She was like, "I got it. Just finish hunting. Like do what you got to do. Get home when you get home. It's all
woman.
good."
It's a
Like
woman.
you know what I mean? Like you have to have that support. You have to have that stuff. Like it's a grind and it's what it is. And I don't want to talk about it like it's a bad thing because I still feel so blessed to be able to do what I do and love
Yeah.
what I do. But it's not fucking roses, man. It's not what you see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Everyone just sees the good.
yeah,
like the
everybody
fun.
just sees the highlights. Like nobody sees the grind of it. Like
Yeah.
every deer I kill is like a grind, man. Like I'm just hours on.
It's not a 2-day hunt. You got to deer.
No, man. I'm not going to outfitters.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. Nobody's walking me into shit. You know what I mean?
And at
like,
the same time, you know, it's like there's guys that are like linemen, or like when I worked at Deer, there's guys that travel and that are on the road for 2 months. But like, you know, we did 7 weeks in a row of traveling for shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's great. It's amazing. I'm thankful for it. We're grateful for it.
Yeah.
Like all that stuff. But how many guys that work wherever will do that? You know what I mean?
Who's willing to give up the easy money, like we talked about? Like when I walked away from Bass Pro, right? Like who's willing to give up that comfort and that ease to take a chance on what their passion is? Fuck, that'll knock out 90% of the fucking community.
95
in general.
95.
Well, I mean, in general. So you can't like to berate people that get up and put themselves out there and go after stuff and go after their passion. Like for me, I've really begun to be more understanding, whether it's something I agree with or not. Like you said, like I may like it and just scroll on. I ain't gonna like jump on and be a fanboy of some shit that's dumb, right? But I can appreciate the hustle. Yeah. And that's always been a thing with you guys, like from the outside, like you know, I kind of got to see you guys come up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I saw you guys go from nothing to fucking something. Like you jump your shit, and for me, I can
especially because were in the game for
way back in 2009.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like I got to see it.
I
like,
graduated high school that year.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I can appreciate the hustle.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And that's the thing. Like you go back to we talk about like partners and things we work with and stuff. Like I can appreciate the hustle in other people, and it's never a competition thing, right? Like I'm never in competition with what you guys do. You guys do your own thing.
It's a supplement to each other, dude.
Absolutely. Like if you can't like game recognizes game, right?
Yeah,
like you gotta recognize it. Like damn, that dude's killing his shit in his area. That's cool as shit.
For sure.
Get it. You know what I mean? Like as long as they're real dudes and they're not building. Like I'll have all kinds of respect for people who build their brand on the content and results. And not on just them being them, right? Like, you're posting fucking selfies and shit. Like, man, get out of here. You're shirtless. You're flexing.
You got a selfie a lot, man.
Man. Like, get out of here.
You got what?
A bikini on.
Yeah.
What kind of dudes are you following?
Whoa, hang on. Whoa.
What the hell?
No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
That's it. Like,
no, we're talking about dudes.
Oh shit.
And listen.
Speaking of which, we're losing Jim Shockey.
Oh yeah.
Let's take a moment for Jim Shockey.
Jim Shockey.
Hey, you gotta game is game, baby.
Game is game, though. My man
Is it?
He done.
Hey, let's ruin a legacy.
He re-upped.
Damn, Jim. We gotta get Jim and his girl in here. And Eva. And hash this shit
I want to
out.
know what's up with Eva. I want to know Eva's thoughts.
Dude, Eva's a beautiful woman. I like her.
Yeah.
You know? She's doing just fine. You leave my Eva out of this.
You leave my Eva out of this. I just wonder. I don't know. Like,
and I like her.
Hey, man.
And I mean that in the most respectful way possible, Eva.
With all, I like them too.
With all due respect.
I like her.
No, but it goes back to, like, and I think you guys are at that point too. Like, in this industry, what a lot of people don't realize, like, and what makes this industry bad, I feel like, is a lot of the new guys will take anybody for partners.
Yeah, it's a problem.
You're right.
They
like,
just don't know any different, though.
It's right. Like, you guys came up and I came up in the same way. Like, you do that because you got to get there.
You do to a point, yeah.
Right, to a point. And
we're victim to it. I mean, if you want to call it that. But,
right, like, it's part of it. But, like, I think a lot of people will lump us or me or you or whatever, like, into those categories with those guys who are, like, just trying to get money and endorsing bullshit products. And for me, like...
Yeah, like lint rollers and shit.
Like, I'm at a point in my industry where, like, I try to go deep with the minimal amount of partners I can and just be able to take care of them well. Yeah. Right? Like, I really have narrowed it down to about 6 partners that I have throughout my whole year for what I do. Yeah. And I try to just really take care of those 6 partners. And it's honestly not because of the money. It's just because I believe in what they are. Because to me, like, we go back to what my grandpa has always taught me, like, if you're a consumer and you're like, hey, man, what's a great deer feed to have? If I tell you some bullshit and it doesn't work for you, I look bad.
Right.
Yeah,
right?
It sucks. Yeah.
So, like, if I'm going to put my name on something, it has to be great. And I'm not pumping like Joe here, but, like,
you're pumping.
Sorry.
I'm liking it.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, but
oh.
like that's it.
hey, he's bricked up.
But that's it
all
though.
bricked
Like
up.
we talk about, like these guys are innovative. They put Daryl's a goddamn Albert Einstein of fucking deer. Like the guy is just a wealth of knowledge who puts so much effort into it daily.
His brain is tired from listening to our ignorance.
Right? He's like, you guys are fucking idiots.
You're
But,
so below me.
You guys are stupid.
but you know what I mean, and you guys know that.
So below.
You guys know that too. Like you have partners that you just fucking believe in, like
Yeah.
you'll bleed for them.
And
like,
also, too, there's products from partners that we promote and some we don't.
exactly.
And we're honest with our partners about it. And that's
100. Like that's it. Like I'm a big deer grow guy. Like I probably am OCD when it comes to deer. Like I really watch my deer well. I try to build culture. I try to listen pressure. I don't shoot does. I have a kind of out of the box.
you don't shoot does.
Yeah, no does at all. None at all.
Let's talk about
Let's
the doe
do
thing.
it. Oh, I
let's
love
get
this
into that.
I love this combo.
Hold on, I just
Let's do it.
little tidbit. You don't shoot does.
No
What do you-
does.
What do you mean?
Doe lives matter.
Does are for the hose. What's
does.
up?
So does.
You like that, Doug?
I do.
So for me, I'm from Central Missouri. I've got.
You're going mule deer method on these does.
I am. I have a rifle season that falls right in the peak of the rut. Right? So my most hunters, for me in Missouri, we have great genetics, but we don't have age. If I can get a deer to 5, a mainframe 10, if I can get him to 5, he's probably going to be 170 or at least 65 plus, just genetically.
Bold statement.
Yeah, like that's a general statement. Like it's pretty accurate. So for me, it's about keeping them alive. Right? I'm not Iowa. I'm not anywhere else. So I'm gonna talk Missouri for a second. I have a lot of small tracts leased, right? So when I say small tracts, all the way from 50 to 300 acres, right? Pressure is a big issue in Missouri, right? So I don't try to pressure my farms. Killing does, typically you don't kill a doe that's alone. So typically you always educate a deer when you kill a doe, 9 times out of 10. For me, I have
Interesting
found,
take.
and this is over years of me following it OCD wise, older does breed earlier, general fact, known, right? If a doe breeds earlier, she has a fawn earlier, correct? That fawn typically reaches 60 pounds in the right amount of daylight hours to come into heat if she's a doe, another doe, right? So what I'm doing is I'm stretching my fucking rut earlier, right? She's breeding earlier, the mama is, and the yearling's breeding later, right? So I'm taking my peak rut, which is in the rifle season, my 10-day rifle season, and I'm moving it out. I'm a bow hunter, right? That's when I have the most time and I have the least competition in my area.
You're a crossbow hunter.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I do both.
Vertical crossbows.
I do both.
To
Some-
you, Joe.
I do both. Who else can say that? That's what I'm saying. Fuck you. No.
Yeah, where you at, Josh
Well,
Bromar?
you gotta jump over that. No, but
Coming for you.
no, but so what I found is that I'm hunting. Typically, my big deer, I can kill him Halloween on a doe, like with a doe that's coming in heat, because my older doe typically comes in heat around Halloween.
Yeah.
So
you
I
got all them old hoes.
I get them
out
old
there.
hose, right? So my big old hose.
Cougars.
Typically, if you watch scrapes, so,
What?
Cougars.
so I'll go through my year
Cougars.
really quick.
Cougar
We
hose.
feed, we mineral,
Does.
we do that stuff, right? We talk about food plots and longevity, and the reason longevity and food plots is important to me is because it's activity. I need deer in an area that I can monitor the longest amount of time, right? So like scrapes, I go from feeding. In Missouri, you can feed, but you can't have feed 10 days prior to hunting it. So I shut feed off September 1st on the farms I'm hunting. I don't open until September 15th. So my feed's gone, so I can legally hunt there. I have to move everything from what I have patterned. It's gone because food was the factor. Food's gone. So I immediately go to scrapes. If I do my job right, I have the right supplements and attractants, that mineral site that I'm already monitoring creates activity from my doe herd, which therefore creates scrape activity, which therefore carries into bow season. So I can monitor it there, right? So I start monitoring that. I find where my older does are going, which typically is the feed sites or the mineral sites, which are the same spot. Watch them, watch my older does, big bodied, you know, the old doe when you see one, right? Cow head, all that stuff. Cougars. So I start kind of,
We see you, girl.
I see you, girl. So I start monitoring those and monitoring those scrapes. Those bucks are going to show up in that area because they know she comes in early. She's already got, they're doing their sync communication through scrapes and things like that. So I can go in and kill that deer.
Smells like musk.
Right. So I have a shot at him when he's vulnerable early. Right.
Yeah, that adds up.
Right. So rifle season comes in. My bucks are locked down. It's hard as fuck to kill a deer on any of my farms in rifle season because they are locked down. But
With
they're
the old hose.
also nobody else is killing them.
They're also on your property.
Right, exactly. And my 4-year-olds that are dumber than fuck and my 3-year-olds that are dumber than fuck, my does keep them on my farm and locked down. So yeah, I'm not going to kill those deer, but neither is anybody else. And guess what? I'm an archery hunter, which means I have till January fucking 15th to kill that fucking deer. So I'm going to elongate it. I'm going to hope her yearling comes in and I get a little bit of pre-rut around Christmas. But if not, whatever, I'll kill him late season on a food plot that has been elongating, and I've been able to monitor that food plot from fucking October 1 till January 15th. Because I have the different radishes. I have the different fucking turnips. I have peas.
You got them peas and tubers,
exactly.
baby.
You know what I'm saying, though? Like
Peas and tubers.
It's not a sales gimmick. It's just like that fits what the fuck I do and how I kill deer. So
Very
I can't argue with your program.
nobody can. Like, that's the thing. Like, you can't tell me. And here's the deal. My neighbors kill does. So there's does dying. I'm not thinking does aren't dying, right? It's happening. But it's just not happening where I am, right?
Yeah,
So if I leave low pressure and I can find a sanctuary to create, I have the control by not killing my fucking does.
Yeah.
Now, the only rebuttal I ever get is food. Right? Now, you have to remember, I live in the highest yield county in Missouri. So we're pumping, the crop ground alone has enough left over. We killed a turkey the other day that was full of soybeans that were harvested back in October of last year.
Right.
He's still eating soybeans to this day, right?
Yeah,
He's doing just fine.
I've got it. Not to mention
Must have
Well,
been,
was.
must have been,
Well, was doing
must have
right.
been a gleaner.
right. Not to
You're
mention
baiting with soybeans.
not to mention that I'm supplemental feeding 6 months, 9 months out of the year that I'm not hunting. So
Yeah.
I'm adding food to their food sources, plus adding alfalfa bales to it when the snow's on and things like that. So I'm supporting my deer herd. My deer aren't unhealthy at all.
God, I'm jealous.
Do you see what I mean?
So all these weak
it,
immune system deer in Illinois.
Bunch of bitches.
so here's the deal. Like I think, and this is just my assumption, doe management 1-to-1, things like that. In places where the rifle season isn't in the rut and the big pressure isn't in the rut, I get it.
Yeah.
Right? I get it. 100%. You want to kill a deer when he's most vulnerable, which is in the rut. Understand it 100%. But in Missouri, it makes no fucking sense to limit your does when the only thing you're going to kill a big buck off of is does, in November.
Yeah,
It
all
makes
right.
no fucking reason at all. Like, no sense. So that's logic. That's out of the box. That has nothing to do with this hunting industry and what's spun. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's knowing your program.
Exactly. And it's just
And here's the thing: is like I
understanding
can't argue with your program.
No.
Nobody
No,
can.
they can't.
That's the thing. Like, that's
Yeah.
what I say. Like, I say I don't shoot does, and people exactly what your reaction is what I get.
Yeah.
Like, well, and I don't give a fuck if you shoot does. I don't care. For me personally, I don't
Yeah.
need the meat. I shoot $4 a year, and with all the travel I do,
Yeah,
I don't need the meat.
Right.
So what am I going to shoot a doe for? Right?
You're on a
Like,
different program.
right. It's a different situation. And I feel like hunters in general consume all this information and they try to apply what that specific guy has to their specific situation 100%. And it's not, you
A
can't
guy
do
in
that.
Iowa to Eastern PA.
You got to take 10% of it. You know what I mean? You got to
Right.
take a little bit of it and be like, okay, I'll try this little bit, and
Yeah.
I'll try this little bit, and I'll try this little bit of what I know, and I'll put it together for where I'm at, and it'll make sense.
right. Yeah, make
know
your
what
own
I-
formula. Pretty
Absolutely.
Much. Yeah.
That's like if you came to my farm, you'd be like, you need to shoot 30 does off this fucking place.
Oh, yeah. Come to my parents' farm. Holy shit.
They're everywhere.
What's all these hoes doing out here?
Yeah,
Right.
you get too many hoes.
Right. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. Like,
Amongst them, be amongst them.
but like, be
amongst the
open-minded
hoes.
with it. And that's the thing,
Yeah.
like, that my partnership with Big Time has been huge. Like, we talked about platinum and things like that, where we talked about getting them, turning them into digesting machines and trying to get them to their best potential genetically earlier. That's made for Missouri because we struggle with an age thing. Now,
Yeah.
I go to my lease in Kansas, age is not an issue at all. At all. It's a totally different ball game there. You know what I mean? So it's you just have to deal with that stuff as you do it. And that's
Yeah.
when I go back to the crossbow and the whole conversation of it, like for me being well-rounded, I feel like to see the whole picture, you got to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
If you're a guy that stays at home in your own home state and kills big deer and you think you're fucking Jesus Christ, like it ain't happening, man. Like
well,
get
where
out.
they're at's the hardest place to kill deer.
Yeah.
And it was on public.
Yeah, it
my
was on
whole
public.
life.
You don't know this, but the hardest place to kill deer is where you're at.
That's a little fun fact.
Based on the internet, you ain't kill a deer in my state.
Like get out and get versed, man. Like get out and get versed and learn it, because there's things I take from Western Kansas that I bring back to Missouri that work.
Hey, did you see our TikTok joke we played
I didn't.
with Mr. Unnotched?
Uh-uh.
So we did the first time. His name was Huntworks at the time, and now it's Unnotched on TikTok. You know him, you just don't know. I bet.
Yeah.
Missouri dude.
And he was in here. Yeah, he's from Missouri. I bet if you don't know him, you need to know him.
I probably do.
He's a great
I'm
fucking
horrible
guy.
with names.
He's a great guy, Brandon. So we did when he was in
nerd.
here. What's up?
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd, but he's a great nerd. We did a fake clip during the podcast. So he was like, Missouri is the hardest place to kill deer. Da, da, da. I'm the best hunter in Missouri. So we did it just to kind of like showcase the comments that that clip would get.
Right.
Stirring
And
the pot.
It completely proved our point correct.
Yeah.
Like, and it was all like, if you think it's hard to kill a deer there, come to Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah.
You think it's hard to kill a deer there, come to Maryland.
Right.
And everybody's state was the hardest fucking state.
Absolutely.
But no one understood that it was like satire.
Right.
That it was just we're proving a point with some sort of deep sarcasm.
Come
Right.
to Iowa. It's easy.
Right.
Yeah. There's 150 around every tree.
I've synced it.
Yeah, So it's funny because it's like people just don't get the program.
Right.
Everyone's on a different program.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we understand that?
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah.
okay, you want me to leave Illinois to go to fucking Maryland and kill a deer? Fuck you. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
Right.
And
I don't go east. I'll be honest with you. Like, here's
Why would you?
a little trick. The farther west you go, the dumber the deer get. Like,
Yeah.
it's just part of it. So, like, I'm not
Controversial.
Like, I'm not trying to get away from like.
I'll take the pop filter off of that one. See if it sounds any different. Controversial doesn't actually.
It really doesn't.
It actually kind of is the same.
There's no wind in here. That's why.
But you know what I mean? Like, you go.
Make my own wind.
You go west, they're just easier to kill. Like they're just dumber. They haven't had the pressure. Like it's just part of it.
Less
So,
people.
like,
They're not
yeah,
bait
like,
states.
and listen, if I'm away from home and my family, yeah, I want to be as efficient as fucking possible for killing shit.
So you get back home.
Yeah, so I can get back home to my family.
Right.
And hang
Well,
out.
if you think deer are hard there, come to PA and kill one. It's like,
Right.
hey, no,
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
I don't want to.
No,
Yeah,
thank
like,
you.
Yeah.
Sorry, Daryl's from North Carolina. He's like,
Come to North Carolina.
Oh, shit.
I bet it's harder than shit over there to kill a deer, ain't it?
you know where Daryl goes to kill a big whitetail? Into fucking Ania. That's Indiana for you idiots out there. Can you hear my voice? I don't know if that translates right into this microphone.
Illinois.
I think it's perfect. Illinois, yeah, like
Silent S.
I don't know, man. You
Doug, chug us a beer real quick, will you?
What?
Shotgun one.
you got this. Come on.
I'll drink it.
You can do this.
No, get that out of my face.
You don't got a shotgun. Just chug one for us.
I'm not gonna chug a beer.
Pop that crappie.
You wouldn't do this for Blake? Here's
Come
our
on,
guest.
it's
It
my
says
birthday.
It says
It's my
birthday.
fucking
Oh.
birthday.
Eric chug a beer.
I can't.
I can't either. I'm dyslexic.
Chug it backwards.
You mean you can? you mean you can?
Faggot.
Hang on.
Wait, like this?
So you can set things. You can set things on fire with your mind. Is that what dyslexia means?
Yeah,
No.
he's like Chris Angel.
What are you, Chris saying?
All right, come
You
on,
can
Doug.
levitate.
Chug that beer. You got this.
I'm
buddy.
not doing it.
Chug it. Come on.
I-
The only thing I want for my birthday is Doug to chug a beer.
I'm not shutting the applause off till you chug that beer.
Come on, Doug. You got this.
Taste
That's
it.
not a good
that
start.
was good.
Come on.
Come on.
Thanks, guys.
It's the big 4-0.
Come on,
Happy
man.
birthday.
Fucking let down. Drove 4 hours for this.
Come on.
Just be let down.
I'm sorry.
God.
Joe, you
I'm
got one
sorry.
in you? Daryl, you want to chug a beer for his birthday?
No.
He's drinking a 7-Up.
I'm driving home, man.
You are.
Doug is-
Eric, you got one?
I can't chug beer.
No chugs.
What about you?
I'll try it, but someone's gonna hit the applause button.
I got it.
Somebody's gonna hit the. I
tr-
can't
we
chug.
transferred.
I can't chug a
You
beer.
gotta chug one with me.
I can't chug a beer.
Oh yeah, you're
try?
allergic to beer.
I'll drink this.
Doug, chug one with me.
Come on, Doug.
All three of you chug one.
Oh man, it's been a while.
My finger
I
hurts.
chug one. They're
Ish.
not ice cold, but
been a while.
I'll chug whiskey and water.
I can't open my throat. Hold on.
I
I
can't,
can't either.
Hold that applause button down, Eric. You're doing a good job, buddy.
That's a
You're
great
poking a hole.
applause button.
Hey, hurry up! My finger hurts.
My finger's not made for this. What's he doing? Opening her up a
Some
little bit.
fat-
Little airway.
A little airway.
That's why you gotta drink it backwards.
What hit me in the forehead? Oh, I broke the tip of that fucking razor blade
Oh,
off.
you
You want a
bleeding?
shred knife?
You bleeding?
Shred.
Yeah,
shred,
you bleeding.
Shred.
It's not in the beer.
Yeah, you're bleeding.
You want a shred knife?
What the hell did you do that?
Oh, that would have been way better. All right, are you doing this for real?
Here we go.
We're trying.
I'll try, I guess.
I'll
Hey,
drink,
here you
I'll
go.
drink with you.
All right.
Deal. Who's winning?
I don't know.
Oh,
Kurt's wearing
Kurt's
most of
definitely
his.
winning.
I don't think Doug's trying.
It's colder than you think.
Doug's not
is.
trying. That's a letdown to that mustache.
There's
Oh,
not that much left.
Hey,
I got it.
hey, you gotta finish it so my finger can get some relief.
All right, that's enough applause.
that's enough applause. We got air horns going.
Stop clapping.
All right, I got one in. I didn't really make that big of a mess either. We're good. Not bad.
But yeah,
Just
so,
a lot of carbonation. But anyway, happy birthday, man.
Thanks, brother.
Good conversations
great
had.
to be here. Yeah,
Thanks for coming up.
man.
I thought it was fun.
Hopefully, I can come back and see the other side finished.
Yeah, you got to see it. Oh, it's almost there.
Nope.
Man.
I got it.
Shout out to Jake.
Nope.
Nope.
Never
time.
welcome
It's gonna
back.
be another 10 years, buddy.
I'm gonna owe Jake a
Your
coyote
next
hunt.
birthday.
Yeah.
So if I gotta pay you to, me and Jake come out and kill some
Yeah,
coyotes with
Jake's
you,
got, yeah, he's got to do that.
I'm gonna go deer hunt with him.
dude.
Yeah, Doug's gonna put in for Kansas, so hopefully he comes out.
Maybe I will too before you.
Ooh,
Hey,
No,
I just
what?
want to come kill some coyotes and bring Jake with. Jake deserves that. We owe Jake
For sure.
something like that. You
it's
know?
yeah. If you come to Missouri, like February 1st when it opens,
That'd be
so
perfect.
yeah, come up and we'll bang them out. We usually kill in a 60-day season. Like this year, we killed 84. in
Holy
60
shit!
damn.
60 days. So yeah, we pound them.
And
My
like a
buddy-
5 day hunt,
That's
how
a hell
many
of
could
a
we
day
kill?
ratio.
Oh my god, yeah. It depends on the night and kind of what the weather is, but like my buddy Jeff Coslett and I, like, man, Jeff's a hammer and he can cover it up pretty well too. But you get 2 guns, 3 guns going, like killing if you're willing to run all night, killing 10, 12 is pretty easy.
A night?
Yeah,
Holy
pretty easy. Yeah, like you can
How many different properties?
probably. I mean, you're calling. Just depends. Probably 4 or 5.
Jeez, that's still a lot of coyotes.
Yeah, the right
Good.
night, like
They're out
I mean, they're there. That's the crazy thing. People don't realize.
Oh,
about
they are.
coyotes.
I didn't know that.
They're
Yeah.
around. You'll kill.
They're there.
And you do. Here's the thing about
Coyote in
it.
there somewhere.
You do a ton of you see immediate reaction out of it because, you know, like they did a study in Wisconsin, I think it was, where like they had it on a den and a coyote pair brought 1 fawn back a day for the whole week.
Holy shit.
So they killed 7 fawns a week in May for the first 3 weeks of May.
Holy shit!
So like if you think 2 coyotes can kill 21 coyotes or 21 deer in 3 days or 3 weeks, essentially.
How do we have any deer left at all?
So if you can go into a property and kill 20, your immediate deer herd that next year, you see like immediate results in the number of deer you have live.
How many booners are getting
Through
killed
it.
a year?
Oh, that's
Potentially.
hey, don't
Before they
say
even
it
got
like
there.
that, Eric. Don't say it
It's
like
true
that.
though. Like I guys don't realize it. Like
that
we,
gives me
It's
the
true.
That gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Don't say it like that.
we
Oh,
do
sorry.
a lot. Like that's the we
How
do
many-
is try to go help people's property. Like
When-
there's a lot of guys that
Yeah,
deer
we need
hunt.
to kill way more coyotes. What are we doing?
It's big because they pound them as
I want to
fawns.
kill one with a turkey load.
Yeah, you can't do that in Missouri.
You can't.
It's shut down for turkey season. Can't shoot.
You can't shoot them with the shotgun during season.
Nope.
You know what? That's gay.
It is gay.
What if I like to party?
I mean, as long as you like to have tickets.
I think in Iowa you can shoot them with damn
It's
near
like a
anything.
speeding ticket.
Like a drinking ticket.
It's like a consumption ticket. Yeah, that's right.
But it is a good way, like management wise, to kind of get immediate population back on an area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you go in, because like we have a couple farms, like I have a farm that was like 180 acres. We shot 22 coyotes off of it this year.
Holy
Like
shit.
you think about that, like if for say, okay, you half that, say 12 pairs of coyotes, and they kill 7 fawns for 21 days straight, like you save a shit ton of deer just by knocking those out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's wild.
there's a lot
That is
there.
wild. That's
Yeah,
wild. That's
it's
wild to
Dude,
think
I
about.
know.
Yeah.
I can't remember what episode we say. Victory Drive. Check out your episode on
Yeah.
the Check
I
out
think
Victory
60
Drive podcast.
62 maybe.
Yeah, it's in there.
Yes,
Yeah, 'cause
something
you were
like that.
Yeah,
69.
check out episode 69.
69. No, it's not 69. I think it's 62 because I would remember 69. It's not 69.
His was 69.
I was 69.
Hey,
Oh, you were 69.
dude, happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Where can people find you?
So the Blake Garrett on Instagram is probably the best. That's where everything goes. The Blake Garrett 8 on TikTok. And that's it. Yeah, we do Unfiltered Outdoors as well on YouTube, which has a bunch of old recorded content, things like that. We're gonna end up putting some more recorded content out there. I have a bunch I'm sitting on
Okay.
right now, so we're gonna do a launch there. Yeah, that's it.
I'll put
We're doing those
links
also.
to all of that
Appreciate you.
in the description.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
people can just lazily click below.
Yeah, no.
On Spotify, just hit the more button and it's all there.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, and I'll push you guys, and yeah, I appreciate the follows, man, and hopefully people are
Let's do this again.
entertained.
It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Good time.
Eric, what do you got, buddy?
No, thanks for coming up and
Appreciate you. Yeah,
chatting with us. It's a
Heck
good
yeah.
time.
I'm glad to be here.
Doug, how you feeling?
Feel great. Yeah,
ready?
thanks for coming. Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy.
Happy
Appreciate you.
birthday.
Yeah,
Daryl?
It's been a good day.
derail.
Well, it's fun.
It's been a good day.
How do you feel hanging out with high school graduates?
We're pretty fucking cool,
You're
right?
the smartest dude here.
You're the
I
absolute.
didn't know where that was
You're
actually
the absolute.
going.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we're
not
still waiting
like
for
not
that.
like current high school
Yeah, I
graduates.
didn't
Let's
even
put
know how to
that.
answer
Let's
that.
put that real. We're not.
Not
we're
in a
talking,
perverted way,
Yeah,
Daryl.
we're not talking like Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
We're
on the
like, it's just-
You're on no flight logs, Daryl.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah, I do have a college. I have a 2-year college degree, so you know.
Same.
Daryl.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same.
yeah. If you're
You
not
had a
impressed-
bachelor's.
Yeah.
Oh, ooh.
There it is.
Wait, does everyone
Hey.
have a college degree here?
Joe, do you have a college degree?
Yeah, I went 7 years for my bachelor's.
Joe's the best. I do. I did.
Yeah, they're called doctors.
That's the story.
I'm the only one without one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Hey.
That checks out.
I do have.
Yeah, you didn't really have much to contribute at all.
I do have like 2 shameless plugs, and I'm gonna give them to you.
Yeah,
real quick.
shamelessly plug them,
Shameless
please.
plugs, big time. Honestly, like we talk about it all the time, and you guys are partners with them. But I'll be honest with you, like
That one's allowed.
yeah. Like those guys are unbelievable, and they're sitting here at the table, obviously. But for me to be able to do what I do and push the products, and I think ultimately they're helping hunters be successful in what they're doing. Been fortunate enough to be kind of at the grassroots of things for developing some stuff too with Daryl and working together with that. And I hope people understand that it's not just another feed company, and I hope people understand that it is honestly like guys, grassroots guys getting feedback, even from you guys too. Like they want your feedback. They work with you guys as well in getting things figured out to where people are just more successful. And it's not about making a dollar for those guys, but I think that's a big push for me. Is just I want people to understand that for the most part. And I'm going to say multi-mobile because you don't like them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's not that I don't
love
like them. I just don't work with
I
them.
just don't work with
I thought you were
them.
going to do crossbows.
No crossbows. Sorry, I'm not promoting this.
And,
Vertical
and
crossbow.
new this year,
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
crossbow
I
coming.
have shot it.
Hey, so,
Here's
here's the thing.
I got to give it because we go back to my kind of spill,
Yeah,
and I didn't
yeah.
really pitch on it, but multi-roll is another thing that's really, really cool, and I wish a lot of people would understand that because for me as a hunter, I think there's a lot of stuff of information that's not out there. Multi-roll's app is unbelievable. Like, you know what DeerCast is, obviously, and things like that. Like, Multi-Mobile has a DeerCast item called Game Plan that is essentially that, but then they community pool trail cameras in your immediate area that they use smart tags. So they don't actually look at your pictures, but they actually use smart tags for buck movement. And they put that with, so like everything that DeerCast has, they'll pull trail camera data from your immediate area and put that with the DeerCast for future cat.
Oh, that's
cast.
cool. Yeah.
Essentially, right? So like prediction and things like that for movement.
That's
It's
interesting.
essentially everything DeerCast uses as far as like weather and barometric pressure and things like that. They do that, but they also sub and pull from the area of local trail cameras in your area that are pulling and how
that's
buck movement
pretty
is
dope.
and stuff like that.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
So like super cool stuff like that. Like
Can I access those pictures?
you can't access the pictures now, but the data's there
data's
for
there,
game
yeah,
plan. Yeah. So
That's real-time data.
Yeah, like those are good things. Like you guys have a great platform, and I just always want to put that out to people because I think those are things that get missed and
Yeah.
things that people don't understand that are just things that will make people more successful. So it's always something to look for.
No, that's cool.
If you don't
Yeah.
like the cameras, whatever.
Here's
that's
the
on
thing,
you.
dude. People will come in wearing Hoyt hats. We're elite. They'll come in multi mobile. We're black. Game.
Right,
They'll
right.
come
right.
wearing
I love Black
Vortex.
Gate. I love Ryan Lawler.
Yeah.
He texted me yesterday. I love Ryan. to
And
death.
I just want to be clear. Like we never make anyone like Jared Mills had a Hoyt hat. He's like, I took Hoyt. Yeah, I know you guys are elite. I'm like, you can wear your Hoyt hat.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
You know?
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's our partners are cool enough they understand. Like,
Yeah.
there's other great seed companies, there's other great dudes from seed companies. If
Right.
their hat was on here, it's not like, hey, you got to put a big time hat on.
Right,
And
right,
Joe
right,
would
right,
get
right.
that. Like,
Joe's not calling us ripping our ass because they're
Yeah,
wearing
it's,
a
right,
company hat.
Right.
that's the fun of what we do. We do 2 episodes a week. It's just talking to people and having a good time, and it's beautiful, man. So
Yeah.
so
I just hope
that-
people understand it. Like for me, it's about pushing just what works.
Yeah.
More than anything, right?
That's
so,
right.
so for me, that's it. And yeah, hit me up if you guys have any questions. Email any of the viewers, followers, whatever you want to call them.
For sure, for sure.
For sure. We try to help out as much as we can.
Cool, man.
Right on.
Yeah, man.
Joe, I think we got you left.
Yeah, let's drive home and go reap a damn turkey tomorrow morning.
Don't put it on the internet. Get
Yeah, don't get dead
No,
threats.
Dead
he
threats.
yells at me
Don't
because
get
I let
death
him get to
threats
like
now.
15 yards and I shoot and he's like, dude, let him
Yeah,
get
Joe
closer.
shoots them. Joe shoots them like way out there. Like they'll be like 20 yards and they'll like stop for a second. And Joe's just banging them, and I'm like, no,
Yeah, I
dude,
do
let
the
them
same.
come all the
if they
way.
do something that I don't like, they're dead.
Yeah, no, let them come all the way.
I'm killing them.
Joe,
As close as possible.
I'm going to close with this. First of all, thank you, dude, and happy birthday.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
This was so
Honestly.
fun.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
It's a blast.
It's a dream, man.
It's so
Honestly.
fun. We got to do it more. And I got to
In
thank
Kansas.
Joe and Austin Chandler for making me love turkeys. I liked them before. They're just a hoe I knew about
Yeah, right.
before.
Says side piece.
Now that
Now I love them hoes.
Well, I will say when we reaped your bird,
It was an accidental reap.
it was a reap.
But we reaped them.
But I mean, I really didn't do that before I started hunting with Blake. Like I've always been
Kind of taught him reaping.
100%, 100%.
I'm for it
it didn't work
But-
when we tried.
since birth.
I've always been an aggressive
Me and Joe
turkey
tried. Did
hunter.
not work at all.
And then going with him and like he takes. I mean, you can tell he goes the extra step.
Hey, if
on
we're doing it, we're gonna do it
everything
right.
he does.
Right?
So I mean,
Yeah.
I'm watching him glue the feathers on the front and putting real wings on. Like his reapers are insane. Like we can go out into a field with 2 reapers side by side and just crawl on out there, and
Yeah.
they don't think anything of it.
Right.
But I mean, I really didn't do that until we started banging.
Yeah.
That sounded horrible.
That sounded
That
terrible.
sounded
Yeah.
horrible.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, we get it.
Thanks for
Track that.
listening. That's in the pocket.
Listen, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Oh, all right.
So we started killing turkeys.
We're banging.
But that's
We
why
started banging and everything changed.
Everything was.
Holy
It's
shit.
time to go.
Hey, cut that.
yeah, kill that. When we started killing turkeys like
Yeah,
that,
absolutely.
I mean, that was
Bangland.
just another door for me. Yes,
It's cartel custom calls reference. I'm with you, Joe.
thank you. But I mean, he made me a more aggressive turkey hunter. But I mean, we've done it with deer. He's so aggressively calculated. I think that's a good way to describe
Yeah.
it with everything you do.
Yeah. We'll figure it
Like,
out.
you're
Like,
gonna
we're
go in. You're
we're
not
gonna
gonna
kill
go
them
in
the way they
stupid,
want to
though.
die. Like I go into everything with
Right.
no expectations on how I want to do it. It's just what we need to do to get to that point.
Yeah.
And if you do it enough, like if you have enough built up
So you give you 3 days.
experience, yeah, right. Like if you have enough experience out there, and you have enough, like you've failed so many times, you understand when it's right and when it's wrong. And it's funny to me because like I'm a long term.
You're good,
but
dude.
like,
Hey, you know what? We own the show. We can do as long as we. Sorry, Daryl.
When I was young,
Daryl's
when I was
pissed.
young, like sorry, Daryl. When I was young though, like I thought like I knew what I needed to do, but like as you get older and you throw yourself into it, because that's the thing. Like people don't realize, like with experience, like yeah, I'm 40 years old today, whatever the case may be. Like I probably have the experience of an 80-year-old when you think about the actual time I've spent in the field. And I not only have I spent that much extra time in the field, but I've spent that time in the field being a student. Not like thinking I know what the fuck's going on. I'm just observing what's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm understanding like where it is and what it is. And
Time in the game.
yeah, like it's just more experience. And anytime you have more experience in anything, the game slows down. Like you hear it a lot in like the NFL and the NBA and things like that. Like the game slows down and you see things happening before they happen. Like that's where it is, and you understand that. So like when you go out, like we hunt, Joe comes up usually and hunts with me in Missouri every year. Like how many, have you ever hunted more than 3 days?
No.
Never. He's never hunted more than 3 days and
Are you
killed a
talking
deer.
about for turkeys?
For deer even.
Oh, no.
No, deer, it's been like usually first day. You first dayed like 3 days in a row or 3 years in a row or something like that crazy. Like, you know what I mean? We just go kill a fucking deer, right? Like, this is what we're going to go do. We're going to kill one. We're going to figure it out and do
Calculation.
whatever way it may be. It may be crawling down a fucking creek and popping up and shooting one or whatever the case may be, right? So, like,
He's gluing deer fur on his bow.
we'll figure it out, right? Like turkey's the same way.
I mean, this year, after I killed Droopy, you know, that next day, one of my most favorite memories of hunting with Blake was the next day, because he's in the middle of a field in an irrigation channel, right?
Yeah. Irrigation blew over. It is in the bottoms, Missouri River bottoms. So it's just, I mean, you can see for miles. It's flat, great ag ground. No timber because it's great ag ground. So they've just taken it all out. An irrigation system fell over and the farmer just allowed it to grow up. So there's like little bitty shrubs. Go ahead.
You're 700 yards from anything. Cover. And I'm sitting out there with him going, what the fuck are you doing out here, man? He's like, it's going to work right here. And the next morning, like, I'm sleeping in. He goes out, calls me at 8. What? Probably not even 8.
Yeah.
Got him. Come on out here. I need your help. I can't load him myself. He's too big. And I get out there, and he kind of like the turkey scene from Kentucky. Like, I was driving up and saw how you were just taking that in that day.
Yeah, I was just sitting there.
I mean, it was so cool that plan actually, I mean, you ended up shooting him at 40 yards when you thought you were going to take a
like I had my
shot.
gun figured out to 600, you know what I mean? Like I'm watching, the whole story comes out, like I'm watching another buck that had walked through right at daylight and he was like 600 yards and I'm grunting at him. Yeah. And I'm like, bat, 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 and he's like not even looking, and I turn my scope. I have a 6x32 power scope, so I like crank it up and I'm like looking at him trying to figure out if it's the deer I'm trying to hunt, this big 8-pointer, and I'm like, I can't tell. And so I like set my gun down and I look at binoculars and all of a sudden down the irrigation system I just catch something, and 30 yards the fucking deer I'm hunting is staring at me.
Oh shit.
And I'm on my knees in a cut wheat field.
You're like, oh no.
And I'm like, oh fuck. So in my brain, my brain automatically goes to, all right, let's process this. We know what he's going to do. Done this a lot, right? He's going to blow. If I try to go fast, he's definitely blowing out. If he goes on his own, he's probably going to go slower. He's probably going to stop again, right? Like everybody's bumped a deer. If they're standing still, that deer's going to go to 50, 80, whatever, and stop and look back, right? Like let him go on his own. Yeah. I have binos in my hand. In my brain, I know my scope's turned up to 32 power. I don't know if my bolt's up or not, because what I do when I put my gun in my truck is throw my bolt up so it's safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's on safety, but I throw my bolt just so we can have a loaded gun in Missouri, but I throw my bolt just to make sure it's
double
safe.
safety.
So so my gun's laying bolt down. I'm like, okay, I don't know if my bolt's down or not. I don't know if I did that, and I'm holding it and he starts coming closer and he gets to like 20 yards and he's standing there staring at me. And I'm like, okay, when he goes, I'm going to throw these binos. I'm going to slap that focus down. And I'm just going to shoot him. I know he's got 300 yards before he can hit any timber. So I can probably get a shot at some point, right? Like, that's what it was.
At some point.
Yeah. So he went, and then I went, and he stopped at 80. Stopped, and I shot him and killed him. And bam. But like that, yeah. So I called Joe.
Your boy finds a way. Is where I'm
Joe
going
finds
with
a way.
that.
But like, it's just... That's what bothers me.
Killer's kill, dog.
Yeah, like
that's right.
I don't know. It's not because I'm special. It's just because I've fucked up a lot.
You've done a lot. Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've fucked up a lot. Like it's
Dude, it's
the only way you learn.
I mean, I fuck up every year. You just eventually fuck up enough, you figure it out.
absolutely. That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh, for sure.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's it.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Dude, banger episode. I
Yep.
enjoyed the fuck out of this. Got the chug of beer and Doug,
show.
Hey. Happy birthday.
Thanks, brother.
I'm out of beers. Happy
Appreciate
birthday,
you.
brother.
Appreciate you.
Dude, thanks for coming in. Got to do this again for sure.
For sure.
Daryl, thank you so much for the information.
Always.
The episode.
You're the
being
man,
around.
Daryl.
Joe, thanks for making the connections, man. Be a good partner. Be a good dude.
Good
It's
people
fun.
and good people, man.
Yeah, man, I enjoyed the hell out of this, and just good conversations is what it's about in this game and podcasting. I think the art gets lost, and people just not being able to relax and
For
just
sure.
let it flow how it
Yeah.
is. And you know, at the end of the day, if you're unhappy, go shoot your bow. You'll have a better day. You know what to do. We love you. Peace.
Peace.